The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
It's Monday and I want to try something different. I want to try something completely different tonight. So, with that in mind... Oh, hang on a minute. I'm glad we paused for thought there because I did something today. I plugged my iPhone charger into the car.
Right.
And then instead of putting it directly into my phone, I went...
You licked it? What did you lick it for? You've got a thing about licking leads.
Can we get a 9-volt battery? I want to lick it. I want to see if it's as big a buzz as I remember it as a kid. I want to chase the dragon. But before that, I'd like to try something completely different. And I dedicate this to you, Catherine.
Oh dear.
And to all of our listeners. It goes like this. La mer, qu'on va danser le long des golfes clairs, à des reflets d'argent la mer, des reflets changeants sous la pluie, la mer au ciel d'été confond ses blancs moutons avec les anges et s'épouse la mer, bergère d'azur infinie. Voyez, tristes de ton, ces grands roseaux mouillés. Voyez, ces oiseaux blancs et ces maisons rouillées, la mer les a bercés le long des golfes clairs et d'une chanson d'amour la mer a bercé mon cœur pour la vie, la mer. Qu'on va danser le long des golfes clairs, à des reflets d'argent la mer, à des reflets changeants sous la pluie, la mer, au ciel d'été, confond ses blancs moutons. Avec les anges s'épuise la mer, bergère d'azur infinie. Voyez, tristesse d'attente, ces grands roseaux mouillés. Voyez, ces oiseaux blancs et ces maisons rouillées, la mer les a bercés le long des golfes clairs et d'une chanson d'amour la mer a bercé mon cœur pour la vie. Attention!
C'était très appassionné.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it, though?
Yeah,
Wasn't it?
Maybe a bit much.
Do you want to hear something? I've never sung that before.
You haven't?
No! I have never sung that before, and I've never actually heard the whole song all the way through. I've heard the first bit and the second bit, and I thought I could do that. And you know what? It turns out I could.
Gosh!
It turns out I could.
You're really on a roll at the moment.
I am.
There's nothing you can't do.
I am. I'm getting the master tapes for my new album, Feelings by Iain Lee, very, very soon. Very soon. I had an email yesterday to say they were on their way soon.
And then when will it drop?
As soon as I can upload it to CD Baby, where you'll be able to buy it.
Ready for Christmas?
But, yes,
Ideal gift?
I will not be singing en français, but I will be rapping en espagnol. So...
Bit of reggaeton.
Yeah. I like that song, La Mer.
Well, I used to.
Charles Trenet. But now, be honest. Stop doing the thing for the radio. That was actually better than it should have been, wasn't it?
I was very impressed.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you very much indeed.
As someone who spent a lot of her youth learning French, it made me wonder why I bothered, because I can't match that.
It was by Charles Trenet, not Maurice Chevalier, you racist, tweeting in there. So I think he's going to be my new jam for a little while. Don't know any of the other songs that he's done.
They might be a bit pony.
They might be?
Aznavour's good.
No, I've picked my horse.
All right, okay.
And I'm going to back it.
Okay.
And I think I really want to get into world music, and because I think that would show me as a very rounded character. So that's my foray, another French word, into French. Yes, into French, into world music via the English Channel.
I thought world music was more exotic than that.
It's just music from around the world.
Right.
What do Muslims say? Is a joke for you. No, it's not a joke. This is a thought. We'll start the show in a minute. It's Monday. I'm kind of warming up a little bit. What do Muslims say instead of bless you when someone sneezes?
Oh.
Or Jews.
We wondered this. Well, Jews, it's Gesundheit, isn't it?
Well, that's Americans.
No.
That's what Americans say.
Well,
that's what Americans say.
I've been wished Gesundheit by at least 3 Jewish people.
Were they also Americans?
No.
Had they seen movies?
Of course.
Because if they've seen movies, then maybe they're trying to appear classy, like the Americans.
What do I say when you sneeze?
Oh,
nothing anymore.
You say
nothing.
Bless you all the.
Do you know why? Because he told me off.
By the way, if you're watching on Periscope, you're going to see me mouthing swear words, and there I'm mouthing. You may have heard that as well, actually, if you're listening on DAB.
From now on, when he sneezes, I'm going to say you, because he would appreciate that more.
So here we go. Here's the first phone in tonight. 0344 499 1000. You can also Skype, late night alternative, or one word. What do Muslims say when someone sneezes? What do Muslims say when someone sneezes?
Call me now.
What do Jews say when someone sneezes? What do Jews say when someone sneezes? What do Sikhs say when someone sneezes? What does Sikh say when someone sneezes? I've got the perfect voice to be,
Cashier number 5,
No.
please.
No. You know who that used to be?
Should be me.
It used to be Steve Allen. In the post office. I don't know if it still is. In the post office, it was Steve Allen.
Gosh.
He used to, and he would get a penny every time the cash it was used. So, now I've got the voice for, you know when they say, and for our audience at home, here's the answer. Cheese. Cheese. Because I can do it. You do.
When is that used? I've never seen that application.
They use it on radio. I'm sorry, I haven't a clue. They also here comes our first troll, guys. Are we ready for a troll attack? Here we go. Hello, caller. Oh, hello. No, I don't know if that's me or them. Let's have a little. Nope, that's them. Hello, caller.
Maybe this is the new trolling.
Oh, we go.
Silence.
Okay. So we're really off to here we go. Hello, caller.
Hi, I got one question.
Yes, I know who you are, though, caller.
Can I?
There we go. Thank you very much indeed.
You got your answer.
You got your answer. Hello. When does half term end? Hello, caller.
Yeah.
No, it's this gentleman without your internet's pony. Thank you very much indeed. Yes, hello, swastika vortex swastika. Well, you see, yeah, it's not working. So that's your bad, guys. So we've got lots on the up for debate this evening. What do Jews say? What do all other religions or all other ethnicities and religions say when someone sneezes instead of bless you? TV. If you can name a TV show where they do the and for the audience at home. Oh,
yes.
What's my line?
I don't know.
A brain surgeon. A brain surgeon.
Okay.
What's my line? You know the quiz show. What's my line?
Yes, I think so.
And for the audience at home, here's his profession. A copper. They wouldn't say copper, would they?
Ridiculous.
But they wouldn't say. You see, there we go. And that's the best they can come up with. Sorry.
What a silly boy.
Guys, listen. You heard that on Periscope. I do apologise. Can I just say to those trolls now, that was your last chance. Coming on and saying you want to rape my kids.
Yeah.
That guys, that's not funny. And it's not clever, and I've given you so many opportunities. I tell you what to do. Go to the ads, because I'm going to talk to this guy off air. Go.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. With time to change, 1 in 4 of us will fight a mental health problem this year. Having a mate in your corner can make all the difference. Go online, search Time to Change to find out more. 0344 499 1000. You can Skype Late Night Alternative. It's going to be a gentle, yes, now this is what I was trying to think of the other day and I'd forgotten. It's going to be a gentle, ramble through the undergrowth of conversation. I was thinking of words that people don't say anymore for walking. Ramble? Because no one goes, we used to go for a ramble. People used to go rambling.
Yes.
And that just meant like a walk in the woods. Mm-hmm. Now it's called dogging.
That's not walking.
So, ramble?
Amble, also.
Amble?
Shamble.
Shamble's a sad walk.
I know.
A meander?
Mm-hmm.
Let's compile a list, because the Eskimos have got over 192 words for snow. I say over 192, it's 193. Let's see if we can come up with 193 words for walking. Right, hang on.
Here's one.
Hang on. So we've got meander. Shamble, it's a sad walk.
Amble, ramble.
Ramble. Amble, yep.
Here's a cowboy one.
Yep.
Mosey.
Mosey on down. Let's see if Jonathan's being less racist this evening. Good evening, Jonathan.
Evening, Ian. Yeah, I'd like to talk about the new Blade Runner movie.
There we go. We're on slightly safer territory now. Okay. Is it as boring as the first one?
The first one was actually a good film. It's a tad overrated.
It was dull. It was a boring film.
The new Blade Runner, though, is one of the best films of the decade.
Now, bearing in mind, we lost a caller recently when I suggested that because they preferred the Kingsman movie over the new Blade Runner movie, they were lowbrow, and that person took it, for some reason, as a real personal slight against his name, and he virtually slapped me in the face with a leather glove. So let's hope we don't fall out over this, Jonathan, because, we're not all as dumb as that guy. But it looks boring, man.
It's not boring, it's cerebral.
Oh, that's a posh word for brainy.
What he's saying is, it would be lost on you.
Yes, it probably would.
It takes everything that was good about the original,
yes,
and builds upon it while remaining true to the spirit of the first film.
Was there anything good about the original?
It had some interesting ideas.
Well, I don't know
about what it meant to be human.
Oh, jeez.
And this film it builds on it and builds on it.
And
it leaves you asking more questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Than you get answers.
Yeah. So before you watch the first film, you've got no questions. Then you watch the first film and you've got some questions. Then you watch the second film and then you've got more questions. Is Han Solo a robot in it?
No one knows.
Oh, jeez. What they need is, while he's doing a scene, you need a voice to go, Han Solo is a robot. Han Solo is a robot. And then the sound comes back up and you carry on. And all the audience going, aha! He's a robot!
Wish Han Solo had been a robot in the last Star Wars movie.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, someone has... right, we're looking for words that walk. Genuflect. That means bow down.
To kneel.
Yeah.
Because it's, same root as the word genou in French. Knees.
Are we dealing with idiots?
A little bit, yes.
Guys, are we really dealing with absolute idiots? Speaking of films, we started watching, my children and I started watching the most recent Superman film from 2013, I believe, so 4 years ago. I don't know who plays Superman. Now, I thought I hadn't seen it. But as it started, I thought, oh yeah, I've seen this. Now, when I start watching a film that I've obviously seen before, but can remember nothing about it, then I think there must be something wrong with this film.
Mm-hmm.
So we started watching it, and it did not go on and on and on and on. It's about an hour before you see him dressed up as Superman, right? And my boys found it scary, and I found it dull.
Oh.
So we then started watching old Superman, Christopher Reeve, 1978. And half good film. It's a bloody good film. Because I remember Superman 2 better, because that one was on telly more when I was a kid.
Which is the one with Neil before Zod in it?
Well, this is it. I thought it was Superman 1, because Zod is in it at the beginning.
Yeah, it gets put into the Phantom Zone.
And I thought it was going to... by the way, guys, if you've not seen Superman 1 or Superman 2, or as someone called it online, S:"TM.
Oh, no.
Jeez, I ignored that. It made a little bit of sick come up in my throat. We're going to be discussing what happens in those movies, guys. And
Spoiler alert.
It's going to get down, and it's going to get very, very mucky. So I thought Neil before Zod was in the first one, but it's not. Neil before Zod isn't in the first one. But
Is Miss Tessmaker in it?
Who?
Miss Tessmaker.
Don't know who that is.
The one with the...
Rape.
Oh, dear. Is that the best you've got, dude? Really? Coming on and saying the word rape. Is that the best you've got? Sorry, guys. I mean, that's the best he can do. By the way, he's made... I mean... Dude, talk to me, okay?
Oi, how's it going?
For goodness sakes. He's made a swastika out of my face. Here's the thing, right? No, let's not even give them... You're laughing at that? You think that's funny?
I think it's ridiculous.
I'll show the Twitter people. Look, there we go.
But, you know, if only he would use his powers for good rather than daftness.
There we go. Oh, we saw a little video there. Aww. Let's not give them any more airtime, because I've given them so many opportunities, and the best he can do is come on and say that. I mean, really, it's a real waste. Anyway, no, the first Superman's good, although Teenage Superman is in it for a bit too long. And Teenage Superman looks older than Christopher Reeve in it. And so you're watching Teenage Superman, and it's Teenage Superman for ages, obviously with a wig on. And you think, oh, just get to the fluffing, get to the bit. And but no, the first Superman is great, okay. But it ends on a cheat. It ends on a moral and ethical cheat. Mm-hmm. Lois Lane dies. Right.
How does she die? Can she fall down something?
Yeah, but basically, Lex Luthor sets off, fires some bombs at the San Andreas fault. He's going to chop California off, right? But Superman...
Why is he doing that again? I can't remember.
Oh, he just wants to... I don't know. He's bought all this desert land, and he wants to turn it... Anyway.
Just devilment.
So Superman flies through the Earth. This bit's good. And he joins the San Andreas fault back together again. So that's a bit weird. I thought, you watch it, you think...
Okay.
Okay, Soups. So he joins the San Andreas fault back together. But then Lois Lane falls down a crack.
Of course she does.
Which I think she might have done in real life as well. Oh, no, that was Princess Leia. So she falls, and she dies.
Mm.
And Superman,
you would.
Superman gets there and he's like, oh, no, Lois Lane's died. I fancied her. So what he does is he cheats. He goes back in time, right? He flies around the Earth so quickly that the Earth starts revolving the other way. And so then he goes back in time to before she died, and then he stops her dying, right? And you watch that, and you think, and then it ends. And I thought that then Zod came down then, because I went for a wee at that bit, and then I came back, and the boys went, oh, it's finished. It's like, oh, right. So you watch that, and basically what that means is he is acting like a god. So other people will have died, right? He's gone back in time, right? So other people will have died so he can save the woman he wants to knob. That, to me, is inappropriate use of your powers. Secondly, it means that whatever happens in the rest of the Superman films, right? Just go back in time.
Yeah.
I didn't like that ending. I know what, I'm gonna go back in time.
Rewind.
Yeah.
Like Super Groundhog Day.
Oh no! I only got half of the. I only managed to rescue half of the gold, and the other half has gone off to space. I know what. I'll just go back in time again and do it again. I mean, it's stupid.
And then later on, when you can't decide between Lois Lane and Lara Lang.
Who's Lara Lang?
She's the childhood sweetheart that comes into the film's like second or third one.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Anyway, he doesn't need to decide. He can just keep rewinding, can't he?
Yeah, exactly. He can have one. And then he can rewind and have the other. And then he can rewind and he's had none.
Exactly.
Which is
he's not thought this through, has he?
No, he's not. And I thought it was a very, very weak ending to a great movie. Looking forward to Superman 2, because I remember if I remember correctly, the opening scene to Superman 2 is hilarious. It's a one-take wonder. Isn't it like there's like a busy street in Metropolis and he's walking down and someone gets like about to get a pie in the face and he blocks it and he's doing all this just as he's walking
Just
about.
being
It's
super.
one shot. Yeah. And it's got to be said, Lois Lane's smoky teeth. I mean, really, very, very smoky teeth. They're a joy to behold. Absolutely wonderful. 03444 991 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Good evening, CJ.
Good evening. Have you, where are you up to with Superman? Superman 2, did you say?
Well, we've not seen Superman 2 yet, but we're going to be watching although I went to put Superman 2 on and my youngest went, can we not watch it? They're boring. I was like, okay.
Superman 2's fantastic.
Superman 2's the best.
It is, definitely. I mean,
someone said online, Superman 3 is a Richard Pryor film.
Yeah.
Unless they give you a number, we're not interested, thank you. Superman 3 is a Richard Pryor film with a little bit of Superman in it.
It is.
Yeah.
And then the Superman, the Quest for Peace, I think it is.
That's the one written by Christopher Reeve, where he fights Nuclear Man.
Yeah,
made by the awful Cannon Group, who made very, very cheap cash-ins. And it's a stinker. But here's the one. I like the 2006 Superman with Brendan Ruth.
Yeah, Superman Returns.
I like that one. I didn't know why. Here's the thing. I didn't understand why it was set in 1996. That seemed a weird thing, but I like that one where he catches an aeroplane by the nose.
Yeah, lands it in the stadium.
It's a great film, and yet no one who remembers Brendan Ruth as Superman.
Got into isolation, I imagine.
Yes.
Do you know, have you ever seen the film? This is what I rang about. It's Man on the Moon, the Andy Kaufman life story.
Yes, and you're going to tell me that there's a documentary about how much of an idiot Jim Carrey is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, I'm looking forward to it. But I think, because I love The Man on the Moon, and I love Andy Kaufman, but I think I'm going to watch this Jim Carrey documentary and think he's an idiot.
Maybe.
I've just got a feeling that that's going to be the end result, I'm afraid.
I just want to see more Tony Clifton, to be honest with you.
I'm Tony Clifton.
So
basically, the Man on the Moon, Jim Carrey plays the American comedian and comic actor Andy Kaufman, and this is a documentary about behind the scenes where he stayed in character as Andy Kaufman or Tony Clifton for the whole movie. And I bet that was an Here's the thing, right?
That was a joy.
One of my favourite acting stories, right? Have you seen The Marathon Man?
No.
Great film. It is Laurence Olivier and Dustin Hoffman. Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah. It's such a good film, right? Dustin Hoffman runs marathons, and Laurence Olivier is a Nazi. But he's in New York in the 70s. Oh, it's brilliant. There's a famous scene in it where Laurence Olivier's got Dustin Hoffman in a chair with his mouth wired open and he's drilling into his teeth. Oh, it's such a good film.
What's that got to do with running marathons?
He's doing it's torture. He wants the information. He wants the informazione. Oh. Right. And so there's this, I think it's that scene where. So Dustin Hoffman hasn't slept for about 3 days in the film. He's been running, just keep on running to try and keep away from this guy, right? And he turns up to do that filming, and he looks disgusting. He's sweaty. He's got bags under his eyes, and his eyes are red, and he's unshaven. And Laurence Olivier says, "Why do you look so dishevelled?" And Dustin Hoffman says, "Well, I haven't slept for 3 days, and I've been running for 3 days. And Laurence Olivier says, and why is that, dear boy? Well, my character in this scene, he hasn't slept for 3 days, and so I'm method acting, I haven't slept for 3 days and I've been running. And Laurence Olivier looked at him and just went, why don't you try acting, dear boy? And that, for me, says it all. It's acting. It's just acting. All you got to do is say the words, and that's it. Say the words and know where to stand. That is acting. So forget this Jim Carrey nonsense. Forget this Dustin Hoffman nonsense. Absolute goo.
How do you rate Robert Carlyle, out of curiosity?
I don't think he played a Superman, did he? Did Robert Carlyle play Superman?
I'm sure he would be very good.
03444991000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio with Time to Change.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
Good evening, Steve.
Evening, Ian. How are you?
Very well, thank you very much indeed. What have you got for us this evening?
I've got a very, very lovely bit of Talk Radio trivia regarding Superman.
Okie dokie.
Particularly Superman.
Are you talking into a telephone or are you just speaking into your hand?
I'm talking to... Is that better? I'm actually in bed. I'm chilled out, mate.
Don't chill out too much, Steve. Stay with us. Stay with us. We still have standards on this award-winning show. You still need to speak into the mouthpiece.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Right, is that better?
Up and down, up and down.
Okay. Right.
Yes, that's it. Go.
Superman 3.
Yes.
Richard Pryor.
Yes.
There's a scene, can't remember what the character's called, but there's a scene where Richard Pryor's character...
You're not masturbating, are you?
Of course not.
Well, it sounds like there's movement in the phone. Your voice is kind of going like this, and it sounds like when you're talking every now and then, there's movement away, and that's the only thing I could think of. Either that, or you're eating a salami.
No.
No.
There's nothing going on with bras. Don't you even worry about that.
Okay, thank you very much indeed.
Right. So, Richard Pryor goes to the job centre.
Richard Pryor, not Richard Bryars in Superman 3. I knew that felt odd in my head. I knew it felt odd in my head. Yeah, that makes much more sense. Thank you, Steve. Yes.
Richard Pryor goes to the job centre, and there's this really brassy...
I wonder, imagine if I were doing stand-up comedy now, this is what I'd do. Introduce me to... Stay there, Steve, because this is good. Catherine, introduce me to the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to introduce you a very good friend of mine. He's been a hit in Scarborough. He's been a hit in...
No, I'm like an alternative. I'm in a comedy club.
No one knows who he is. It's Iain Lee.
Did she say gentleman? Thanks so much indeed. Stop heckling me, you dicko, otherwise I'll smash your face in with a glass. Oh. That's my heckle put down. So, I was wondering, imagine if the BBC in the 80s got it wrong, and instead of giving but instead of building a sitcom called Ever Decreasing Circles Around Richard Bryars, imagine if instead that job went to Richard Pryor. I think it would be something like this.
Oh.
What the hell is going on here? I'm gonna get... Oh, what the hell? Well, yes, Martin, but the cricket team... What? The cricket team? I'm gonna shove the cricket team up your ass!
Oh.
That's not a bad stand-up comedy routine, guys. If anyone wants it, bit borderline, but if anyone wants that, you can have that. I look forward to seeing that at the Comedy Store.
Could have been the Good Strife as well with Richard Pryor.
Jeez. Yeah, don't worry, guys. I was like that after my first pint as well. That's my second heckle put down.
Right. Can I just tell the story?
Please do, mate. I'm desperately waiting for it.
Right. Okay. So Superman 3, Richard Pryor.
Yes.
Okay. He goes to the job centre. There's a brassy American lady there.
Yes.
Who tells him that he can have no more money.
Yes.
That lady was called, in real life, was Nancy Roberts, who used to work in the original Talk Radio.
As
the agony aunt after Anna Rayburn left.
Anna Rayburn. So what you're basically saying is Anna Rayburn was in Superman 3?
No.
Thanks for your call, Steve. Wow. Can someone update Wikipedia, both the Anna Rayburn page and the Superman page, to say that Anna Rayburn was in Superman 3. That would be really good. If someone could do that and then send me photographic evidence, that would be absolutely wonderful. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Is this volume as loud as it will go, Catherine Boyle?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I'm
Can
positive.
you double check it? Because
Well, I did.
Can you double check it for these great... Go on. Hello, yeah. Well, that's as loud as it'll go, Periscopers. So, you know, deal with it. I spent 2 hours tonight trying to edit the footage of Stephen Page when he came in with the audio. 2 hours, right? Using this program called Final Cut Pro, which is a good program, right? But, I just couldn't do it. So I've had enough of technology tonight. I've had an absolute... Oh, now I'm upside down. Oh, God. There we go. And then, I got my computer fixed the other day.
Yes.
Well, so we haven't turned it on. And then my wife turned it on today. Tonight, and she texted me, what's the password for the computer? I went, what? What's the password for the computer? So I told her what my password was, but I'm thinking it can't be that, because it's a new hard drive. It won't have a password. And she went, no, that don't work.
So they've locked it?
Yeah, I don't know what the password is. I haven't got a password. It's a new Stormfront. You put a new drive in. I haven't got a clue what the password. I was supposed to get in there. What is this? What's going on? What's going on in the world? So I want to know. What is going on in the world today? Well, someone who might be able to tell us is our friend from across the water. It's Chuck Winkle.
Howdy, beep beep bop beep bop cowboys, bop beep bop beep bop.
Hello there, Chuck. How are you doing?
Very beep bop scared. Boppity bop 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 bop.
Wowzers! Why are you scared? What's wrong?
I'm bop on the run. Beep beep bop bop bop.
And by running, does that mean you've lost your American accent?
The American? No.
Yep.
Beep bop bop bop. The FBI. Bop bop bop.
Why?
Is this a coded message?
They bop monitoring my phone calls. Bop beep bop bop bop.
Oh, okay. That's you're scrambling
Yourself.
You're scrambling yourself.
Beepity bop. Yep.
Okay. Jesus. Okay. So why are you on the run?
Bop bop beep bop bop. Because we rang the FBI the other day. Bop bop beep bop bop.
Right. But you gave them good information.
Beep bop. They said it was a prank call. Bop bop bop.
Wowzers, did they? Okay. Well, hang on a second. Let's see if we can sort this out. What's the code for America?
001.
Okay, 11.
Bop 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 bop. Don't ring them again, please.
I'm not going to ring the FBI again. Seriously, we could get in trouble for that. So I'm not going to ring the FBI. Let me just try this. Hang on a second. Let's see if this works. I'm ringing the CIA.
You're not, are you?
Beep bop beep bop beep bop. No. Beep bop beep.
They'll sort it out, Chuck. They'll sort it out. Don't worry. You speak to them and they'll sort it out.
You have reached the Office of Public Affairs for the Central Intelligence Agency. We appreciate your call. At this time, we are unable to take your call. Please leave a message. Thank you.
Record your message after the tone. When you've finished, you can hang up or press 1 for more options.
Go on, Chuck. Explain what's going on with the FBI. They'll sort you out.
Beep 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 beep. Could you kindly please tell the FBI to stop following me? I'm currently on the run. Beep beep pop 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 beep.
It's Chuck Winkle from America.
Don't.
Okay, let's. I've got one more number I can try. 01707. Let's try California. We'll sort this out, buddy. I don't want you getting in trouble.
I've had their agents following me. I'm currently hiding out in the warehouse.
Okay, we go.
Thank you for calling the Culinary Institute of America, California.
The Culinary Institute of America.
0 for a receptionist, or choose from the following options.
I don't know how to do.
If you're interested in enrolling or admitting,
I can't press numbers on this.
No,
For
just don't
financial
press
All
aid, registration or billing. and
They say
payment.
they're called the Culinary Institute of America, but I think that's just a
For
code, Chuck.
reservations At any of the California campus restaurants, the Ely Bakery Cafe at Greystone, or campus stores, press 3. For public food and wine classes and weekend cooking demonstrations,
This could take some time.
4. For access to the directory by dialing your party's last name, press 5.
Hey.
For the Safety and Security Department, press 6.
Jeez.
To speak to a receptionist, please press 0.
Here we go.
Thanks for calling the Culinary Institute of America, California campus, where food is life. Create and savor yours. Thank you for calling the Culinary Institute of America, California campus.
Beep.
Please press 0
Let
for a
me, hang on.
receptionist or choose
It says tone.
the
It says the
following
tone. Can we make,
options.
give me your
If you're
phone.
interested in enrolling
I've got it.
or admissions,
Beep.
press 1.
If we make the
For
tone,
financial aid, registration, or billing and payment, press 2.
you do it, Kath.
For reservations at any of the California campus restaurants, Ely Bakery Cafe at Greystone, or campus stores, press 3. For public food and wine classes and weekend cooking demonstrations, press 4. For access to the directory by dialing the party's last
Biddy, biddy, biddy.
name, press 5.
Beep, beep.
For the Safety and Security Department, press
I don't think this works.
6. To speak to a receptionist, please press 0.
It'll put us through now.
Thank you for calling the Culinary Institute of America, California campus, where food is life.
Here we go.
Create and savor yours.
Heard this. Beep.
Here we go.
Thank you for calling the
Jeez.
Culinary Institute of America, California.
What if you're old-fashioned? You got one of them ringing phones.
I know what we'll call. I know what we'll call. I know.
Nah, not the FBI, please.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to call the FBI.
I had a man catch me in the shower the other day.
Sorry.
Hey?
What?
Had a man caught me in the shower. I had to run out with my towel on.
What are you talking about?
An FBI agent tried to grab me by the dangle.
You're very persistent.
Let me.
How do you know he was FBI? Did he show you his badge?
He had shades on. Beep, 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 beep.
Indoors.
He
had shades on.
Oh, I know who we can call.
President Trump. Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, good. I wasn't going to do that, but you're right. Trump.
He doesn't believe the FBI or the CIA anyway.
Here we go.
Straight to the Trumpmeister.
We're going to go straight to the Trumpetola. Where's the phone number? Here we go. Contact. Here we go, buddy. Here we go. That'll be shut. That'll be open. Here we go. This will be open. Here we go. 001. Trump hotline. This is, buddy. 212. It's over to you, Chuck. Away you go. Enjoy. You can speak straight to the big man.
I'll see you later.
Trump bar.
I'd like to make Donald Trump.
They hung up on you.
Oh dear, I might have to go back into the woods.
Let's try one more number, because I worry about this. Oh, I know what we can do.
By the way, partner, do you reckon this phone scrambling technique is working?
Yeah. Oh, it's working great. It's just you going pop, pop, isn't it?
Pop, yep. Pop.
Let's try this one. Here we go. You sort this one out.
Hello. Pop, pip.
Hello.
Hello. Pop.
Oh, you got...
Why is everyone hanging up on me?
Just get straight in there.
Hello, ABC.
Buddy, I feel I've got the big guy, Donald Trump, and I'm very in there, and the FBI on me back as well. I'd love to speak to Donald Trump.
Unmissable late night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Iain Lee.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Hull, we're coming to you on Sunday. We're not doing the show from Hull on Friday now, but we will be performing, Catherine and I. It's a 2:00 in the afternoon show at Cardamar 94. We've sold 25 tickets. Can we make it to 30? Probably not. It doesn't really matter. If you want tickets, just Google Rabbit Hole, Hull, Iain Lee, something like that. It'll pop up. But we're at Cardamar 94 on Sunday. And by the way, my website, iainlee.com, has had a swish, swishening up by a gentleman called Awful Orphanage. He's done a groovy job and dragged it into 2017. So go to iainlee.com and have a look around there. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio with Time to Change. 1 in 4 of us will fight a mental health problem this year. Having a mate in your corner can make all the difference. Just Google or Bing Time to Change. It's that simple. It really is that simple, guys. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Yes, Gapford.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Gapford.
You do realise that Jewish people would still say God bless you?
No, I don't realise that.
But you do know that?
No, I don't know that.
You should know that.
Well, Catherine seems to think it's Gesundheit.
That's an American saying, isn't it?
This is what I said.
But they would still say God bless you because they still believe in God. So there'd be no difference.
Well, we...
Are you Jewish, Gatford?
No.
Exactly. So
well,
you
don't speak for a whole
I lived life and grew up in school and all.
No, I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong on this one, Gatford. We just don't know what the members of the Jewish faith would say when someone sneezes until someone sneezes in a synagogue. It's that simple. So we just don't know.
Have we got to do the show live from a synagogue to get this information?
Yeah, but I struggle with those little caps. I just think they
fair enough.
My hair's quite thick and lustrous, and I think we might struggle with that. So it probably won't be happening.
Yarmulke.
That was Michael McDonald, wasn't it? Yarmulke, be there. Wasn't that song? I think.
No, that's what they wear on their heads.
Okie dokie. But they, is it all of a sudden? Gosh, listen to you. Wow.
Those people.
Wow. All right, 1939.
Trundle?
Yes.
That's another word for walking, trundle.
No, trundle.
It requires wheels,
Trundle
isn't it?
is wheels, mate, yeah. A wheel, you could trundle a wheelbarrow along. You could trundle along on a scooter. But you certainly couldn't trundle just by walking, so that's a no-no.
I've just rediscovered walking because I've got shoes now. So I'm walking everywhere because I was wearing a boot and I'm not there anymore. So could a word be?
That's a great call. I mean, I was losing it's very rarely during a call I actually start losing the will to live. Can we find the tweets that the Labour MP tweeted 10 years ago that was the misogynistic, please? Because the one that they cited in the news was that Michelle McManus only won Pop Idol because she was fat, right?
Yeah, something like.
I don't want something like. I want to know. I want them. I want facts.
Okay, I'm having a little trouble with the internet at the moment.
Well, okay.
As soon as I don't, I will give you those facts.
Well, you keep on a looking because I would like to know how harsh those tweets were. And if they were 10 years ago, is there room? There's room for people to change? He only looks like a kid anyway, this fella. He looks like a kiddie.
He was about 21 when he wrote them, apparently.
Okay, and that's no get-out clause. It's no, you're 21, you're what I was going to say is you're fully valid. It doesn't mean anything, but you know what I mean. You're fully valid at 21. But I just wonder how bad they were.
He's resigned from a place on the sort of equalities side of things. He's not resigned as an MP.
I know. Yep. I am fully abreast of the story.
Let's say abreast.
I'd just like those tweets to be read out so we can decide once and for all whether I've said stuff on Twitter that probably not say now. Of course, I've said stuff on Twitter that I would not say now. I've said stuff on telly that I would not say now.
Yeah.
So you do wonder. Interviewing Billy Bragg tomorrow.
Are you?
Yep. That's
Where?
happening.
I mean, I don't want exact location.
In a pub not far from here, actually, but at 11 o'clock in the morning. It's a long old day tomorrow. And I'm meeting my friend Mackenzie. We're going to go and see a film. And, yes, and then it's a busy old week, guys. Very busy old week.
But, of course, we've got Wednesday off.
Wednesday's off. We're going to see Stephen Page live in concert in Luton, live at the Bear. By the way, if you want to, I'm going to be releasing these few songs that Stephen did in the studio. We filmed them, and over the next 6 months, as I slowly work out how to use this bloody editing software, I'll be uploading them on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/rabbit hole, youtube.com/rabbit hole.
It looks like you can see up my skirt in this video. You can't.
No, you can't.
But it looks like you can. So if that's what floats your boat, watch that. If you like music, watch that. It's something for everyone.
Yeah.
I'll find it.
Okie dokie. I've had a very annoying day today with my children because they are obsessed. You know, I like my my video games. I dig my video games, right? But they are obsessed with just this awful game called Lego Dimensions, and it is awful, right? And I like the Lego games. The Lego games on the Xbox and the PlayStation, they're quite good fun. They're quite formulaic. You go and bash stuff up, then you build stuff, and then you solve puzzles, right? But the addition of the Lego Dimensions is you have to buy this expensive board that goes with it that then plugs into the Xbox. And then you have to buy these expensive characters. And then as you put them on the board, they then activate in the game. And I haven't got a clue what is going on. So my boys keep going, Dad, we're stuck on this puzzle. And I get really angry with them because I don't like this game and I don't get it and it gives me a headache. So all we do is they play for 3 or 4 minutes. Then I get a walkthrough video on YouTube. And I watch it, and I've got no idea what I'm watching. Right, and I say, and then the boys they're like fighting. I said, "Come and look at this video, because I don't know what I'm looking at. You need to know what is going on here." And basically, you have to move these. It's so boring. You have to move the Lego pieces around on the board so they become certain colours. Then you have to put them in a different place on the board to activate. Flipping heck! My whole day has been spent watching two idiots playing a game that I don't understand and then going on YouTube and watching the bit they've just done and then a bit more and then showing it to them and then watch... Oh, it's an absolute nightmare. Have you got those tweets?
I've got an article here, but I haven't got the actual tweets here.
Oh, this is the thing, you see. They're always...
Because it's on other websites as well, you see. Comments made by O'Mara include referring to gay people as fudge packers and plotters on a forum dedicated to singer Morrissey.
OK.
And he apologised for comments which emerged earlier where he suggested jazz musician Jamie Cullum should be raped to death with his own piano and that he would like to have an orgy with Girls Aloud.
I'd like to have an orgy with Girls Aloud.
I think I might quite like to have an orgy with Girls
Aloud. So that one's fine. Raped... Sorry, what was it? Raped by what?
Raped by his own piano.
Like Sparky's Magic Piano, but with a dark twist.
Yeah.
Sparky! We got these kids phoning up now, right, who are 15, 14 years old, 13, 14, saying stuff like that, right? I wouldn't begrudge them getting a job in 10, 15 years' time. I would hope that they would... see, you know, I don't want them never to get a job because of that. I know there's a difference between 13 and 21. There's a difference, big difference, of course there is. But what has he come out and apologised?
Yeah, he has.
Good. Well, I'm cool with that. So am I right? This is not. I mean, unless he said something else like, you know, death to all black people, and
he said something here because you know he was born with cerebral palsy. He also complained gay people, and I quote, think they have the monopoly on being subject to abuse. They should try being ginger and disabled. Can you begin to imagine how shitty that can be, is what he put. So in his statement...
But that's not knocking gay people.
No, he's just saying he's got it tough too.
Dear listener, there'll be someone listening who will... Can you find all of the things he said that were so offensive? If the most offensive thing is Jamie Cullum should be raped by his piano, and he said magic piano then, yeah, that's dumb and it's not very pleasant, and I'm not Jamie Cullum, so I don't know how that would make me feel, but...
Here's what he said, right? This is in a statement.
We're gonna have to hold it until after the news. This is what we're gonna have to do, guys. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee. That's me, on Talk Radio with Time to Change.
Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. We've talked about sneezes, Superman, Lego Dimensions, and now we're talking about text, tweets and things posted 10 years ago. I don't know if you can necessarily, ruin a guy's life because of that. 0344 499 1000.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Supposed to be the theme from Dancin Days, but it's not. I mean, it is, but it's not quite how I. It's not quite what we were playing the other week by a long shot. Remember?
That was exactly what you played the other week.
No. What we were playing the other week was. Hang on a second. Oh, sorry, we've had to come out into the office just to do this part of the show. So you can hear people talking in the background. Sorry. This was it. Dun, 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 dun. I don't think it's even the same song. Hang on a minute. It's a different song.
Seems faster.
It's different. That bit's the same. So this is Dancin Days by As Freneticas. And this is Dancin Days by Samba Soul. But hang on.
Which is the authentic?
Well, this is the thing. This is what I want. Is this? Oh, maybe that is what that's playing then. Hang on. Hang on.
I think it is.
Hang on a second.
No. It's faster.
faster and it's more on the backbeat.
Is that the
isn't it?
phoneticus?
Jesus. Right. Okay. Abertura novella. What does that mean?
The opening of the...
Okay, so that's the opening titles.
Opening
right.
titles, yeah.
But then who does that? Have you got Shazam?
No.
Oh, Jesus. Well, the next hour is going to be me trying to find a song. Dancin Days. Let's have a look. Bam, bam, ba-dum, bam, bam, ba-dum, bam, bam, ba-dum, bam. Ah, what's this? It's the same one.
This seems like the right tempo.
Hang on.
No, it wasn't a man.
But this might be better. Whoa. Here we go. You ready? Okay.
Do you like that more? Can you get that?
Hang on. Okay. Nope. I'm going to buy it for 99p.
This one?
Yeah.
This one?
I think this is it. Yeah, that's it. Right, okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. So this is it. Oh, no, anyway. There we go. That's that sorted.
Better?
Yeah, that's
It's
much
okay.
better. That is much better.
Do you want this? Do you want this statement now?
Hang on a second.
He's a bit in a probes.
This is the late night alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio with Time to Change. 1 in 4 of us will fight a mental health problem this year. Having a mate in your corner can make all the difference. Go online, search Time to Change to find out more. So we're talking about this. Well, we've talked about Lego Dimensions. We've talked about Superman. Oh, I've got to tell you about 2 brilliant films I watched over the weekend. But before that, we were talking about the MP who's resigned from a body because he sent some inappropriate messages online about 10 years ago. Go on.
Jared O'Mara resigned from the Equalities and Women's Select Committee because of what's happened.
Yes.
This statement was given before he resigned because he's talking about wanting to carry on. In his statement, O'Mara added, misogyny is a deep problem in our society. Since making those comments 15 years ago, I've learned about the inequalities of power and how violent language perpetrates them. I think he means perpetuates them. I continue to strive to be a better man and work where I can to confront misogyny.
Perpetrates works. Yeah, it does. Come on, love.
Which is why I'm so proud to sit on the Women's and Equality Select Committee. I will continue to engage with and crucially learn from feminist and other equalities groups, so as an MP I can do whatever I can to tackle misogyny.
Okay. What did I ask for?
Well, I said I'd give you what he had to say about it.
Yeah, but I want to know what he said originally.
You know what he said originally.
Well, I don't know. Is that the worst? Is the Jamie Cullum being raped
the Girls
by
Aloud thing.
Well, Girls Aloud, I want to have an orgy with them. I mean, that's nothing.
Wow.
You know.
It is objectifying them.
Have you seen their videos? What are you supposed...
That doesn't mean they're asking for it, Iain.
No, well, he's not saying he's going to rape them. He's saying he'd like to have a consensual sex party with them. I would like to have a consensual sex party with Girls Aloud. And if if any of the members of Girls Aloud aren't up for it, that is absolutely fine by me.
Firm boundary.
Yeah, absolutely fine by me. Of course it's fine by me. And if I get there and I suddenly bottle it, well, I imagine that all those young ladies would go, oh, that's disappointing, but off you go. We understand. Off you go.
Your body, your choice.
Yeah, exactly. So that one I don't think is the worst thing. All right, what about that old Frenchman on telly who said he wanted to F Whitney Houston in front of her?
Serge Gainsbourg.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a well-known pervert.
Oh, that's all right then, is it?
No.
Serge Gainsbourg's all right, is it?
It wasn't all right. I think it was very much not all right.
Has this guy said anything worse?
No.
Than raping Jamie Cullum with a piano?
He said...
Here we go.
This was talking about the gay people thinking they have the monopoly on being subject to abuse.
Yes.
And saying they should try being ginger and disabled.
Yep.
Can you begin to imagine how, and I'm going to say it, shitty that can be.
Okay.
He added, Christ, you plotters. I've never heard that before. Is that a thing?
Plotters? Yeah.
Think you've got it bad. My heart bleeds purple wee-wee for you. It really does.
Online bans. I've said some terrible things online. Mainly about you.
I know.
Paul, I think we've agreed that it's probably best if you don't call this show anymore, man.
Okay, well, I just want.
No, I don't. None of this. I just want to. I just think it's best if you don't, because you sent me a really nasty, mean email, and I
didn't send any rude words.
Yes, you did. You did, mate. You sent a mean email last week after the last time you were on, and it just seems to.
Okay.
It just history repeats itself, and I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that pattern, mate. So I'm going to break it.
Love and peace, then. Love and peace.
Please don't call us anymore, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. There we go. Where were we?
Orgies.
0344 499. I think someone's sending us a fax. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you'd be very, very welcome to. So I watched 2 really good films over the weekend, right? And both of these films, all of them is correct. Because there were 2.
Okay.
All of them.
All 2 of them.
All of them were suggested by @Mugger Harris.
Oh, I like him.
I like Dan a lot. And he suggested them, and the first one I thought, flippin' it, that looks a bit pony. But do you know what? I'd spent about an hour on Netflix, and I thought, stuff it. I'm going in. In for a penny, in for the proverbial.
Someone get that, please.
So, it was called, and I hired it, I rented it, online, and you can watch it, and you can rent it online, and you can watch it on your television. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's called The Brand New Testament.
Oh.
You'd like it, it's in French.
Well.
It's a Belgian film.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm not going to spoil it for you. All I'm going to say is, it blew me away. It's basically...
Don't spoil it.
No, I can set the scene. Let me see what it says. Let me go to Amazon, because I watched it, and I nearly bought the DVD, because it was such a good film. The Brand New Testament. Let me see what it says on here, okay, because I want you all to go and watch it. Let's see what it says here. Here we go. Oh, no, see, what they've written on Amazon... No.
It's a spoiler, is it?
It's worse. It's worse than what I was going to say. Let me go to IMDb. Internet Movie Database.com. The brand...
Should be IMD, really, shouldn't it?
Yeah. Here we go. So let's have a little look-see at this. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Tell me then.
Did you know that God is still alive and lives in Brussels with his daughter? That's it. It's all you need to know.
Okay.
It's all you need to know. It is flipping... It's beautiful. There's a nice little surrealist touch to it. Who is it who has it off with a monkey?
What?
Catherine Deneuve. Yeah, it's brilliant. She has it off with a monkey. It is such a good film. Honestly, it is.
I thought she was rude in Belle de Jour, but the monkey is something else.
You ain't seen nothing yet. It's such a good film, and it's life-affirming, and it makes you question about what you would, how we live our life and how we waste time, and it's stunning. I'm tempted to buy it on DVD, but I'll probably never watch it again. Will I? Won't I? Who knows? So I watched that, and then I wanted another film, right? 0344 499 1000. You can Skype us, by the way, Late Night Alternative. So then I wanted to watch another film, right? And I'll tell you what film I watched after this.
Late night conversation worth losing sleep over. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
This is the Late Night Alternative with me, Iain Lee, on Talk Radio, with Time to Change. 0344 499 1000. So the other film he mentioned was a documentary on Netflix, right, called Kingdom of Us, right? And enough good. It's good. He said, because I said the other day I can't cry because these meds I'm on, it means I can't cry. And Dan went, right, that sounds like a challenge. Watch this, you'll be in pieces. And I saw what he meant, but I couldn't cry. I felt like I wanted to cry. I can't wait to get off this mirtazapine. Can't wait. I'm seeing the doctor on next Monday. He won't let me. It won't let me. We will agree that we're going to stay on it for a bit longer because there's a lot more work that needs to be done, guys. A lot more work. But I reckon my plan is summer next year is to be off the mirtazapine. That's the plan. That's the plan, guys. And God laughs at those who makes plans, or something like that. There's a saying, isn't there?
Yeah, if you want to hear God laugh, tell him you
That's the thing. God laughs at people who make plans, as I said. So, this Kingdom of Us, right? It's about this family, okay?
Yes.
It's a documentary. And it's a mummy and a daddy, and they've got... Is it 7 or is it 8? I think they've got 7 children. Right. And it's recounted in current day, modern day actuality footage, real footage now, but also home movies.
Right.
And, and half grim. It's very grim, basically. Spoil? I won't spoiler alert. But it's good. It's
sad.
Very sad, with some twists and turns in it.
Is there any laughs in it?
There's some laughs in it. There's some laughs in it. Basically, their dad becomes, I think he's bipolar, I think is the thing. That's not a massive spoiler, you get that from quite early on. Are you going to watch it? Shall I write down the twists for you? Right. Twist 1.
Okay, I'll try not to spoil it for you with my reaction, dear listener. Here we go.
Okay. That's twist 1.
Oh.
Right. Okay. Twist 2.
Oh.
They're over the age of 18.
Oh, God, I think I know where this is going.
No. Twist 3. Oh,
dear.
Okay, twist 4. 2 more twists. Twist 4.
Right.
Twist 5.
None of this is looking good for anyone involved. I can't see where the giggles are in this.
Yeah, it's a big one.
He needs a big one.
Don't look.
I can't look. You know, we finish at 1.
Yeah. Okay.
You better pass it over, haven't you? Oh! Okay.
Yeah. Some twist, huh? Isn't it? Some twist. It's a great film. I was thinking maybe we might ask the mum to come on. It's a great film. Good evening, James.
Hi, Ian. You all right?
I'm good, thank you, James.
Good, good. You know what I missed on IMDb?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you've mentioned this before, but the forums.
Oh, I never used to go on the... Oh, no, you used to be able to leave comments underneath the films. Is that not there anymore?
They've got rid of them. They got rid of them about a year ago. But I thought... every time I finished a film, I wanted to kind of see what other people thought of it. And
well,
that's a good way of
well,
doing
you can read critic reviews and pleb reviews, can't you, on there?
Yeah, but it's not the same. There was always one person who hated it.
Yeah.
There was one person that loved it too much, and there was always one person that asked for photos of the main actress's feet.
Well, I watched. I rented a lot of films. Once I realised this weekend I could rent films on my phone and then watch them on the telly. It was like, whoa. So I rented a film that I thought I'd like because it's got Julian Barrett in it and a bloke who I know whose name escapes me. I was in a programme with him.
Simon.
Is
it Mindhorn?
Yeah, watch Mindhorn. Simon. What was his name? Anyway, it was bloody awful. It was awful. And then after I tweeted, I was disappointed in Mindhorn. Then Simon Fanshawe, Simon. He started following me on Twitter, and I'm thinking, why didn't you follow me before? We worked together 10 years ago, buddy. It was unfortunately, it was a stinker.
We nearly went to see that in Manchester, do you remember?
Yeah, I do, and I'm glad we didn't, because it was just stinker. It was a real... I stopped about half an hour to go, and then the next day I thought, I might as well just watch it, because it was terrible. But yet on IMDb, it gets... All the punter reviews are giving it like 8 and 9 and 10 out of 10. And I'm thinking, I don't like to be disparaging, because, it's a lot of work to make a movie, and it's hard work, and it's great that it got made. But funny, it ain't.
But it used to be fun, just like commiserating with all the people who'd wasted 2 hours of their lives afterwards.
Yep.
And it's a really sad, geeky thing, but it's just somewhere to go afterwards, just to kind of vent or identify with people. Do you remember was it Love Film?
Now, they were the DVDs in the post, weren't they?
Yeah.
I got mine, because I did a gig years ago for Blockbuster, and they said, we'll give you free online DVDs for a year, and you can just... and they never cancelled it, so I had about 7 years of free DVDs being sent to me, and then Blockbuster went bust. I was gutted.
Your fault.
I kept 3 of the DVDs, got them somewhere.
At least you watched them then. Netflix, you kind of just watch 10 minutes.
Oh, Netflix is crap. Netflix, right, basically a Saturday night now is spending half an hour choosing a film on Netflix, getting 15 minutes into it and going, are you enjoying this? Because I'll be honest, I think this is a little bit crap. And the other person in the room going, no, I'm not. Should we try and find something else? Yeah, right. So then you spend another hour because you want to get the second choice absolutely spot on. And then 15 minutes into that, the other person in the room goes, I don't want to be funny, but I'm not really enjoying it. You go, no, I'm not either. And then you just spend, you watch 5 minutes of a film, that's rubbish. 5 minutes of a film, that's rubbish. Netflix is awful. It means all that Netflix has done has lowered our expectation of what a good Saturday night movie is.
And you end up not watching anything, or settling for something mediocre.
I'm on Netflix, I'm on Amazon Prime, and they're all pony. That's why I ended up renting some films. I've got a few quid, James. I don't mind renting a movie now. I rented 5 movies this weekend. I don't mind doing that.
No, and I was just going to say, I'm the guy that goes to all the rabbit holes, and I can't make Hull this Sunday because my car died on the way to Brighton last week.
What the hell?
Well, maybe Kath can give you a lift.
What?
It's James. Give him a lift.
You're driving this time.
That's not what I was angling for, but I was just sending my apologies, and I'll probably call in or something.
Do call in. And also to let you know, the Luton date, if the news hasn't got to you, the Luton date has been postponed because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, no. I heard about that one. That's fine.
Well, James,
I will see you in Wolverhampton.
We will have a moment's silence for you on Sunday afternoon.
We'll save you a chair.
Yes. We'll be saving you probably about 60 or 70 chairs.
That's what you would have wanted.
James, thank you, mate. Bye-bye.
Cheers, guys.
He's a good lad. Here's the thing, right? He's got to be weird, okay? But we've not found it yet. He comes to all of the rabbit hole shows we do, right?
Regardless of where they are.
Yeah. And he seems to be a thoroughly decent bloke.
And normal.
That can't be right.
No.
That can't be right. There's got to be... he's got to have, a tattoo of me on one butt cheek and you on the other. Yeah. There's got to be something nuts.
There's got to be a pervert.
There's got to be something about that guy. Because I just don't get it. But he seems decent.
If anyone knows James and knows what his perversion is, could you please give us a call?
Sunday, 2:00, we'll be doing a rabbit hole. You can call us. You can Skype us. We've sold 25 tickets.
Well,
that's all right. That's
a show.
That's a hotel, and that's our petrol. Beautiful. Any more than that is a bonus. Wolverhampton, you heard James mention. That's on Saturday, November the 4th. And the way they're flogging tickets is not really... it's quite difficult to find. So if you Wolverhampton Comedy Festival, Rabbit Hole, Iain Lee, type those in, you'll find it. If you can't find it, send me an email, ian@iainlee.com, and we will send it on to you. So those are my movie recommendazioni.
Yes, if you want to be miserable. by the sounds of things.
Yeah,
You'd be
well,
thoroughly
it
miserable.
tried to make me cry, and I couldn't.
Squeeze one out.
Couldn't cry. I couldn't cry. So you mentioned squeeze one out. I don't know what. I cooked some salmon on Saturday. I don't think I cooked it properly. Seriously. Again, this is seems to be. Maybe it's me getting old, but
things not agreeing with you.
I followed through again.
Oh God, no!
But here's the thing, Catherine. Twice in one evening.
Oh my God!
First time it was like, oh, and I'm glad I went and checked because actually it was a lot worse than I was expecting it to be.
I don't need to know this. We don't need to know this.
No, we have no secrets. It was. I was going to leave it, and I'm glad I didn't because it
You'd be
was
sitting in it.
Well, it was like, oh God, and so I had to put my jeans and my pants in the wash. So then I put my pyjamas on. 5 minutes later, I thought it was safe. It certainly wasn't safe. It wasn't safe, and I was like, oh no. And I went and had a look, and I thought I can live with that.
Wow! You animal.
I thought I can live with that.
Oh God!
I'll put them in the wash in the morning.
Or when they've crusted up.
Well, it wasn't that bad.
God, Ian.
So yeah,
Listen, this honesty thing, I appreciate it and all, but
Saturday night.
could we maybe
That was my
not
Saturday
be honest
night.
about the poo?
That was my Saturday night.
Saturday
Imagine
night.
that. Oh dear God. And I did think, oh, this is it. This is the beginning. This is the beginning of the end. That's the end of the beginning. No, it's the beginning of the end. This is it. Dark days, literally. Very dark days. This is it. And then I just
They
had
do tenor pants now for men, don't they?
I just had well, that's just for we. Then had a glimpse into. I thought, oh God, this is it. It's all downhill from here. Really is very, very,
Gosh,
very
you
upsetting.
hit the skids.
Yeah, okay, Catherine. Here we go. Can we say words that let's do words that you hate, right? Play words that you hate tennis, yeah?
Oh, God.
And when I say hate, I mean really make me cringe. Right?
No, I don't want to play this game with you.
Skid marks. I hate it. Go on.
Pussy.
Oh, my next one was pussy. My next one was pussy.
It's horrible.
I can't stand pussy. I hate pussy. Pussy this, pussy that. I hate it.
Horrible.
Leave the pussy alone. Honestly, I don't know what you're meant to say, but it's
just, and it's been spoilt because my little girls, that's what they call cats, isn't it? They'll say, oh, look at that lovely pussy, but I can't.
No, I can't. Oh, I hate
stroke it.
And here's the thing: if someone makes a pussy joke, instantly I think, nah, you're a knob. I think those are it: skid marks and pussy. Which coincidentally is the title of my autobiography, which I'm taking a week off to write in a few weeks. I'm booking a week off to write that book. I don't know if it'll be called that. I don't know.
Don't, because I'm not asking for that.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Someone's my DMs are open. I'm quite enjoying DMs being open because, but then someone's just thanked me for following them. Well, it was a pocket follow, so that's unfollowed, I'm afraid. That's,
Who was it?
I don't know.
I've got a person who's following me and I'm the only person they're following, and I've got a mind to block them.
And do you know who KFC follows?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I block them? It's mean, isn't it?
Are they just following you?
Yeah.
Who is it? Let's have a look at this weirdo. Go on. What's the name? What's the name?
It's Radio Lala.
Radio Lala. Oh, they tweeted.
Yeah, look, only following me.
Well, he. Oh, yeah, that's weird.
It is a bit, isn't it? But then he just started following me. So
Well,
maybe
he's the thing is, he's tweeting me, but not including me in the tweets.
I know.
Enjoying the show. Believe you've broken your own Here's the Thing use record. Right. Well, here's the thing, Radio Lala. You tweeted me, but you didn't put me in it. So maybe this person doesn't know how to use Twitter.
Maybe they don't realise that they're supposed to follow more than one person. I mean, it's a good choice, me, but I I'm not the only choice out there. The weirder ones are when I am followed by someone really random and I look at who else they're following and they're all called Catherine.
Yeah.
That's really bizarre. That makes me feel like I'm on some sort of list and I'm going to be bumped off at some point.
No, don't block him. Don't block him.
No, okay.
Don't.
Let's just see what happens.
Don't block him. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Phil, the show's really not, it's not delivering today.
Well, they're not answering our questions.
Maybe I'll not put any questions out.
Here we are. How'd you say bless you?
I don't know. Maybe, okay, here we go. I've had such a crappy day today. I mean, it's been a real crappy day, as you know, Catherine, for reasons I'm not particularly prepared to go into. And I've got a long old week this week, busy week. I forgot I was doing Billy Bragg tomorrow. And I'm thrilled to meet him, absolutely thrilled. But I forgot until someone emailed me tonight saying, has Billy Bragg been on yet? I was like, oh no, that's tomorrow. So I've got to get up early tomorrow to drive to Billy Bragg, which will be great. I'm really looking forward to it. And he replied to my email. I emailed just saying, is this still on? And he replied, yeah, I'll be there, which is great. I'm really looking forward to that, but I'm not looking forward to getting up early. Then I'm going to go and meet my mate Mackenzie, and we're going to go and see a film together, and he's got an idea for a show. So we'll chat about that. So that's that. Wednesday, I'm up really, really early. I've got a busy morning, right? I've got to get some clothes. I've got to try some clothes. I've got to go and do all this stuff, right? Wednesday morning, and I've got to be up at 8, and that won't finish till 2. Then I've got to come into London to do some stuff for 4 extra. And it sounds like I'm complaining that I've got work. I'm not complaining I've got work, okay? But then, then we're going to go and see Stephen Page. And then Thursday, I think I've got the kids all day because it's half term.
Yeah.
And so that will involve me getting up at 7, having them all day, coming here Thursday and Friday. And it's just exhausting, isn't it? And you said yourself, I don't think I'm revealing too many secrets, that you felt that perhaps you hadn't been the best mum you could have been today.
No, I was rubbish today.
Because you're tired.
I'm really, really tired. I kept falling asleep.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I've got little girls who don't try, kill themselves if I'm not watching them for 5 minutes. But I wasn't present. I wasn't as, it's half term. I'm supposed to be doing fun things with them and taking them out places and stuff. We went to the shop and back to get their tea. That's about it.
Well,
I was just rubbish and tired,
The boys were playing computer games a lot of the day. They broke to watch the last hour and a quarter of Superman. That was it, really. We watched the Horrid Henry movie. But it was in front of the TV. Me and the youngest went for a quick walk around the block, and he rode his bike, and we walked the dog. But the weather, that was it. And I realised that it was not particularly good dadding. It was bare minimum dadding. And I know I'm going to be in no state Thursday and Friday to entertain them, and I'm not seeing much of them at the moment. And and there's stuff going on, and I just want to make sure, I should be ensuring that they're having fun and that everything is happy and light for them at the moment as life grinds away around them. And I've just not been able to, and it was a real chore. Every time they said, Dada, for me to, for my inclination was to go, yeah, and I was making a real effort to go, yeah, what can I do? Can I get some scrambled egg? Yes, of course you can get some scrambled egg. I will go, and I was doing my best to be upbeat Dad, when, inside my head is going,
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I recognise that I was crap today, so I'm going to try harder tomorrow, and that's all I can do, really, isn't it?
Yeah. It is really, but, it's a tough old gig, isn't it, being a parent? It's a tough old gig, and I do wonder if I'm just reminded of this. Oh, no, I quite like this word.
George, you're a fanny.
There we go, I quite like that. I wonder if you can, I reckon that's fanny there, hang on.
George, you're a fanny. Fanny.
There we go.
Fanny.
There we go, you see, that's that sorted. Got that sorted, haven't we? George, what are you?
Fanny.
There we go.
What's that? I tweeted it years ago. I was watching a Barbara Streisand film with she's in it with Omar Sharif.
Yentl.
No, it's not Yentl. It's
To the manor born.
no.
An
It's
officer
the one
and a
about
gentleman.
Fanny Bryce.
Okay, Fanny! Exclamation
Anyway,
mark.
he comes to see her years after they've had this relationship, and she says, "What do you want?" He says, "I want Fanny."
Oh. Isn't that all guys are after? Isn't it really?
I wish it was otherwise.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't feel that the show has is reaching the dizzying heights that perhaps it should do. It's perfunctory, isn't it? Is it perfunctory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. With Time to Change. 1 in 4 of us will fight a mental health problem this year. Having a mate in your corner can make all the difference. Search Time to Change to find out more.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you're more than welcome to. If you don't want to, then you don't have to. My youngest son, my 5-year-old, was thoroughly entertaining today, and he said, "Where do humans come from?" I went, this is a good question. He said, because for there to have been baby humans, there must have been adult humans to make babies. I was like, yeah, this is great. And he said, so where do humans come from? For a second, I considered bringing up Adam and Eve. Did you? And that's stupid. As an option.
Yeah.
I was going to bring it up as an option. Blimmin' hell, what an idiot. Literally for about a second, I thought, nah. I said,
it is easier.
Yes, I know. I said, well, evolution. Now, they know the word evolve because they play Pokemon, and you can evolve.
It means get bigger, right?
The Pokemon. By the way, the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio with Time to Change. So he knows the word evolve. So I said, well, the best one we've got so far is evolution, okay? And it has been said that we come from monkeys, right? And as I was saying this, I was thinking, I don't really know evolution. I don't know it. I don't know the chain of events that led to us. He went, what do you mean we come from monkeys? I said, well, over hundreds of thousands of years, monkeys slowly changed until they became people. Okay. And he thought about that for a second. He was like, right. Then he did so if you had a monkey that got really old, would it become a human? I said, no. It don't work like that. But
some of them do smoke cigars.
Yeah.
And walk upright.
And so he thought about it. He went, right, where do monkeys come from? And I thought, all right, I see where this is going. I said, right, okay. Well, if we go back millions of years, it is believed that monkeys come from fish. Now, I've jumped out a few things there, but is this it?
Yeah.
Is this evolution?
Yeah.
I said that we come from fish. Where do fish come from? And I thought, right, we're going to jump straight to the source. I said, right, from the Big Bang. So, you know, from and they know about the Big Bang because we talk about that. They said, so, you know, there was nothing and then there was like a big explosion and that created planets and stars and things like that.
Bacteria.
And somewhere there was a little bug that was growing and that over millions of years that evolved into, you know, like a little froggy thing and then that evolved into a fish and then that fish came out and then... And as I was saying it, I thought, this sounds like the most made up load of old rubbish ever. What? We've had this argument before. How could there have been nothing before the Big Bang? Right? Nothing. Right? Okay, if we buy that loose concept of nothing, then there's a Big Bang, and then like a little bug becomes like a little froggy, and then that becomes a bigger fish, and then the fish crawls out, and then that becomes a monkey, and then the monkey becomes... I don't buy this for a second. I do not buy evolution. I don't buy it. It's bollocks. It doesn't make any sense. What bit of what I've just said makes sense? And you could go, well, the fish crawled out of the water and became a monkey. Yes.
You missed some quite important steps out, though.
Go on then, educate me.
Well, it's all about the survival of
Once
the
you
fittest.
start saying it,
No, survival of
once
the
you
fittest.
start saying
So-
it, you're going to realise it's balls.
No, I won't realise it's balls.
Go on, tell me.
Okay, so each species gets better and more as it gets used to its environment.
Tell me how a fish crawled out of the sea and became a monkey. Tell me that.
Well,
Isn't it?
yeah, it is a
Isn't
bit.
it, Isn't it?
Okay, right.
0344 499 1000, by the way, guys, if you can help.
Fish. So, too many fish in the sea, too much competition for food. They decided that some of them decided they'd move out. Fins got long, little feet on the end.
Doesn't it sound like absolute hogwash? Doesn't it? Sounds like nonsense.
Well.
It sounds like nonsense.
So what's the alternative?
I don't buy creationism. I don't buy that, right? Certainly don't buy that. That's even more nonsense. So, I'm back to where I always seem to end up, right?
What, we're aliens?
Yeah. Us coming from Mars 1 million years ago and then losing that technology, to me, makes a lot more sense than a fish crawled out of the water and became a monkey. Makes a lot more sense to me.
How'd you make fish then?
Huh?
Well, you've just explained humans, apparently.
Yes.
We're Martians.
Yep.
What about everything else?
What about it?
Well, how did that grow?
It's an accident. It's a cosmic accident. It's an accident. It's an accident.
Why can't we be a cosmic accident?
Because we come from Mars. Now, we might... we might be. We probably are an accident, but I certainly don't believe that we came from fish.
You think we all came down like someone shook up a bag of all sorts and just trickled us out? We happen to be at the top of the food chain.
Makes more sense. Take away the someone shook us, because I don't buy that, the divine intervention, but it makes more sense than, well, yeah, fish crawled out of the water and became a monkey, and then a monkey
But
bumped
we've
someone
seen-
that looked a bit like a human.
But
and
there
then
are
was
fish
humans.
that have got feet. The fish that have got feet now.
Fish that have got feet?
Yeah, they're mudfish.
Oh, for God's sakes, woman, you're talking absolute guff. Footy fish? Now, we know they have fingers.
Not anymore.
Absolute... It doesn't... seriously.
They're mudfish that
You start explaining...
They walk about.
Oh, jeez. You start explaining evolution to a 5-year-old, and you start going... And then they start asking
my 5-year-old
questions.
just swallows it, shouldn't care.
And you start going, this is rubbish. This is we have bought this hook, line and bloody sinker. It is absolute balls. It's nonsense. It's nonsense, isn't it, Mike?
I feel like I've missed a bit. I was listening, then I've rung, so I've potentially missed a slight bit of the conversation.
You've not missed anything. It's nonsense.
Are you on about science?
God, he's missed quite a bit.
We're on about science.
Yes.
Hold on. I'm just reclining the chair. Hold on.
It's the best way.
There we go. Isn't all science ridiculous when you really start thinking about it there? Just all of it's ridiculous, because by and large, a vast majority of us don't have even a basic comprehension of it. I was reading about antibiotics today, and you think, well, if I cut myself on, like, I don't know, whatever, a nail, a knife, and something invisible will kill me, but then they've got these other drugs that... No science makes sense.
No, that makes sense. No, that makes sense, because that's tiny microbes. It's because it does.
Can you see them?
I tell you what doesn't make sense, right, is us as patients being told, and this story comes up every 3 years. I remember having a big argument with the doctor on 3 counties. Remember this?
Yes, I do.
Right, us as patients being told we shouldn't ask for antibiotics, right? And I had a big row with the doctor saying, well, you shouldn't prescribe them. What do you mean? I said, well, if I go to you and I'm ill, and you give me antibiotics and say, yeah, but don't take them unless you really need them, I'm going to take them. He said, well, you'd be silly if it... I said, no, You shouldn't, if you don't want us to take them, don't dish them out, Doc. But also antibiotics work. When I had tonsillitis, antibiotics, bishy bashy boshy, sorted. So no, I get that. Just because you can't see them, Michael. Listen, we're doing some highfalutin science here, not this nonsense. Just because you cannot see a microbe or a bacteriae, it doesn't mean that they're not there. They're there.
Well, agree to disagree. I had a different point that I've been
We'll agree you're a no.
thinking...
Hello?
That's a bit nasty.
So I can't hear you. Yes?
I've been running this for absolutely ages, and it's the greatest thing I've ever seen. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you won't want to talk about it, I don't know. It's Nicolas Cage walking onto the Wogan show in 1990. Can I describe it to you?
Describe it to me, and then we'll Google it, and we'll have a little look. Nicolas Cage walking onto the Wogan show in 1990. OK.
Right. Have you've hosted talk shows. I presume you've been on a talk show. I presume normally you just walk on when you're on the telly.
I don't think I've ever been on a talk show on the telly. No. I've been on the things I've done that are similar to that. You're sat there now. Nowadays you're sat there.
I suppose, yeah. Compared to this, I think this was either Pebble Mill or actually the Wogan show.
When you went on Titchmarsh,
sat there.
Yeah,
we were already there.
Sat there, yeah, for Titchmarsh, yeah.
Mm.
So Nicolas Cage, he doesn't walk on; he does a forward flip.
What the? Hang on, he goes full Willy Wonka.
Full Willy Wonka, right? Then does some kung fu kicks or karate kicks, as Wogan calls them.
Wow.
Then just gets a handful of tenors out, throws them to the audience.
Yes.
Then goes and sits down and just whips his top off.
Right, hang on a minute.
What kind of crazy tomfoolery is this?
Nicolas Cage.
Well, again, trust me, I'm describing it perfectly.
Nicolas Cage, Wogan entrance. It's here. Here we go. Here we go. Right. There we go. This is going to be the best 39 seconds we've ever seen, according to this guy. Here we go. Jesus.
Oh.
Whoa!
He's off his lash.
Look at him. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'll have that, definitely. That's,
He's a confident young man, isn't he?
That's quite incredible. That's remarkable. Well, thanks for that, Mike.
All right.
Let's tweet that. Here's Nicolas Cage walking onto the Wogan show. It's something else. There we go. Good evening, Lee. Hello, Lee.
Hi. We kind of changed conversation. I was going to talk about evolution.
Go on then.
Well, you kind of oversimplify evolution. It's not a fish becoming a mammal, becoming a monkey, becoming a man. That's too simple. There are millions of steps. A fish becomes an amphibian that crawls onto the sand, which becomes a sand-dwelling being, which becomes so on and so forth, over millions of iterations, over hundreds of millions of years, over iterations.
Can you hear me, Lee?
Yeah.
How?
By slow mutation. Mutation of the genes.
How does a fish become an amphibian? That's insane. Because there's got to be one point when it's... Hang on, Lee, shut up, I'm talking to you. There's got to be one point when it's a fish, and then the next day it's got to be an amphibian.
Not the next day, over millions of years.
Right, okay, what? But there has to be a point, there has to be a tipping point, doesn't there?
Yes,
where one moment it's a fish...
That's absolutely right, there is a tipping point.
Please listen, hello? What is wrong with this guy? Can you hear me, Lee?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, fine. I'm asking you some pertinent questions, right?
Okay.
So there's got to be one moment so you're saying, like, in year 1 million, it's a fish, right? And in year 2 million, it's an amphibian, right?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Right, yeah.
So there has to be one day when it's a fish, the next day it's an amphibian.
The next day its child is an amphibian.
So now, So a fish gives birth to an amphibian baby?
Yes.
How?
By mutation.
That's not possible. It's not possible, mate.
Of course it's possible. That's
of course
how
it's not.
Mutation works.
It's not.
Mutations on the cellular level cause new features.
But, okay, well, you're a bit windy tonight, Lee. I can hear that. So what? Okay. So, but why does it mutate? Survival of the fittest, yeah.
No, it mutates because it's a natural process of biology.
So it's not survival of the fittest.
Copies form errors.
What?
Copies form errors.
Copies form errors. I don't know what that means, Lee, in
When
English.
cells mutate, sometimes they mutate in an incorrect manner. And sometimes those mutations are useless and don't benefit
Yes.
the species, so they go nowhere.
I think so, Lee.
Sometimes, once every few million years, that one mutation out of billions or trillions becomes useful.
Okay, well, so the first baby, mammal baby, amphibian baby that was born by a fish,
Yeah.
who's it going to mate with?
Stop. It's going to mate with other fish, but it's going to water down its DNA. It's going to magnify its DNA through the lineage, because they're so closely related that they can still breed.
Okay, well, tell me how that became a monkey.
Over hundreds of millions of years.
Rubbish. Do you realise how ridiculous that sounds?
Are you a creationist?
Are you listening to the show?
Yes, of course I am.
Well, then you'll know my stance on that.
I only tuned in about half an hour ago.
Do you well, I've said it in the last half an hour. Do you realise how ludicrous what you're saying sounds?
Yes, I know how silly it sounds.
Right, well then
You have
why
to
are
have
you
an open
buying
mind
it?
to yeah.
Why are you buying it? It's nonsense. It's made up.
Because it's a very, very infinitesimally slow process. It takes hundreds of millions of years, over billions and trillions of mutations for one little change
I can't believe... You sound like an intelligent guy, Lee. I can't believe you've fallen for this.
Well, what alternative is there?
That we come from another planet and we landed here millions of years ago.
And how did they evolve?
Sorry?
How did they come to be?
Well, they didn't come from fish.
Well, what did they come from?
Well, they came from other aliens.
But aliens are just human beings on another planet.
Well, that's what you say. But yeah, fine. If evolution is a myth, a fish has always been a fish. Why don't monkeys evolve anymore?
So you believe in creationism?
No, no, I didn't say that. Why don't monkeys evolve anymore?
They do, but very, very slowly over progeny.
Well, the monkeys are going backwards because you used to get them dressed up pushing pianos up the stairs, and now they're back in the zoo.
That's not evolution. That's us.
That's devolution.
That's ridiculous.
Exactly, Lee. I'm glad you're finally agreeing with me. Your argument is ridiculous.
Okay.
There we go. I think that's that one sorted. The American guy and Bill, 0344 499 1000. We'll come to you in a little bit, dear listener. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio with Time to Change. 1 in 4 of us will fight a mental health problem this year. Having a mate in your corner can make all the difference. Search Time to Change to find out more.
Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. The hot debate is evolution. What a load of old rubbish. I'm Iain Lee. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about, guys. That's the theme tune to Dancin Days. That's what we are talking about. 0344 499 1000. Evolution is the topic of discussion this evening. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. With time to change, 1 in 4 of us will fight a mental health problem this year. Having a mate in your corner can make all the difference. Search Time to Change to find out more. Bill!
It's strange. What's that?
Hello, Bill?
Oh, hello, Ian and Catherine.
Hello.
I want to recommend if you can get hold of David Attenborough's Life on Earth, where he takes it back from year zero all the way through one way or another, and show your kid that. It'll give him a much better idea of where and how we come from.
How does he know?
Evolution. How did he know? Well, he's gone to the expert.
I know he's almost old enough.
Sorry?
Yes?
What did you say? Sorry?
Nothing, Bill.
Oh, that's right. But anyhow, he takes you back to year zero, and I recommend that.
Well, he doesn't take you back to. He doesn't take you back to year zero, does he?
He does. Well, not literally year zero. I'm talking about.
They use computers. They use computers to make graphics that fit their hypothesis, and that's all it is. It's a theory.
No. He does things like with certain bacteria that in columns in Australia, and it's only found in Australia. And they're saying that was the very early life, etc., etc.
Hang on a minute. How does a bacteria in Australia? How does that tell us how a fish turned into a monkey?
Because it's 4 billion years ago. No, the whole life of the Earth is that. No, I don't know, it's 2 billion years.
You're rambling.
It's incredibly long distance. Yeah, I am a bit.
You've got no idea what you're talking about. You're spoon-fed this stuff, and you lap it up.
But still. Well, get the DVD and have a look at it.
Well, no, I'm not going to. I'm talking to you.
All right, you're talking to me, yeah. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
And the other person I'd recommend is Richard Dawkins.
Oh, God. But why do you... But come on, Bill. You explain to me how a fish crawls out of the sea and turns into a monkey.
Well, this is how evolution works over...
No, don't, you can't answer the question with, that's how he...
into a monkey.
Hello,
it slowly
Bill?
evolves into...
Hello, Bill.
Yeah.
You can't answer the question with, well, that's how evolution works. The question is, how does a fish crawl out of the sea and turn into a monkey? Over to you.
Over millions of years. But it's very small changes in the genes, i.e. it learns to walk or whatever as such.
It learns to walk using its flippers?
Yeah, that's how...
come on, mate.
Came on land.
Come on, mate. Do you realise how ridiculous that sounds? And listen, I bought it for a long time. Bill, I bought it for a long time until I had the pleasure, the privilege, the joy of explaining it to a 5-year-old. And as I was talking to him and he was asking me questions, I thought... Yeah, this is rubbish.
They ask good questions, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They ask the best questions. And unlike you, Bill, I do my best to answer them instead of just going, I'm not one of those parents that goes, oh, that's just the way it works.
Yeah, I see where you come from in that respect, but you won't, come across these things in your own life. Not in Britain. You have to go to Australia or...
why have we got to go to Australia? And by the way, just because they've got a bacteria over there that we don't have here, that doesn't prove evolution.
It doesn't. Well, the bacteria eventually came up with us one way or another.
Sorry, you're rambling, man. You sound like Rocky at the end of Rocky 1. You're punch drunk. You're all over. You're reeling all over the place.
I will admit having a stroke, but no, I would still stand by Attenborough's Life on Earth. If you can show him that,
I'm not going to buy a DVD that force feeds people propaganda.
Well, it's a view. You might say, well, keep your mind open and listen to other things. But it's possible, was it way back when, Van Daniken was God an astronaut, etc., etc. We might have been mucking about like that as well. But how did they, evolve?
Eric von Daniken, you're talking about, which is is a great author. In fact, I'm going to order Chariot of the Gods again. But that doesn't require evolution. That just requires interplanetary travel 1 million years ago. I can buy that. I can buy that 1 million years ago, maybe it's just because I've seen Superman, but I can buy it that 1 million years ago, our planet, Mars, let's say, was dying, but we were superior technologically, and we managed to send hundreds, maybe even thousands of people down on this Earth. Right? But then the technology was lost over the 1 million years.
Yeah, but what did we do in between time? I mean, 2,000 years ago, what were we doing 2,000 years ago? Mud huts and, we
weren't living in mud huts 2,000 years ago.
Yes, we did.
No, we had proper building technology 2,000 years. Some people are still living in mud huts now.
Yes, well, that shows. That's why they dig out sort of tribes in South America or deepest Africa to show how man used to live.
Well, no, it's how man. No.
Go back to 10,000 years.
Bill, listen to the arrogance of you. That's why they dig out tribes in Africa to show how man used to live. No, that shows how man still lives.
Yeah, he can get by and survive today and tomorrow. It doesn't need a mobile phone.
I know. Why don't monkeys evolve now?
Well, I think you find that they are very slowly.
Into what, humans?
We're wiping them out of the rate, and not for the various flus in this that we give them, and shooting them and all the rest of it, unfortunately.
What about, why don't humans evolve anymore?
Well, they say we are. Like I say, what was it? Brains are getting bigger still. But that's a slow but steady thing. I suppose someone might be born, they might be able to graft on a mobile phone to someone's head or whatever, such in about 10 years' time and things like that. I mean, it seems that evolution's taken a slant now, as far as I can see, and that is, technology.
I've got no idea. I'll be honest, Bill. I've sat talking to you for 10 minutes, right?
Okay.
I've got no idea what you're banging on about.
I'm going on about technology, how humankind are using it.
It's not evolution.
Over the last 10,000 years.
It's not, and we're still light years away from the technology that brought us to this planet.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know about that. Actually.
So now he agrees with me. Now you think we come from Mars. Thank you, Bill. I knew we'd get there in the end. Let's go to the American guy.
Hey there.
Hey, man, how's it going?
You're spending money on me today. Your producer called me back.
These things happen.
I don't know. I feel like I owe you something now, or
Well, all you owe us is a good call.
Dinner. Sorry, go ahead.
All you owe us is a good call.
No, I don't think I can do that. No, I'm listening to you, and you know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like Facebook. Facebook is a bunch of people who are all angry at each other, and nobody's going to convince anybody, but they're just going to yell and scream at each other for some period of time, which is fine, but I'm trained as a biologist.
Here we go.
And I can mount an argument, but this is not an argument that you're ever going to buy. I can tell that. So why would I... The only thing I thought of by listening to this prattle is my favorite joke about the stork, but that's it. That's the only thing I want to add to this. And then
don't tell it, because I don't want to hear your prattle, because the stork over here isn't a concept that we buy. We're not as dumb as you guys. But, but you've phoned up.
Yes, I had an idea, but it's not on your topic, so I don't know. Now that you're paying for it, do we get to introduce something that isn't on your evolutionary discussion?
Well, here's the joy of this show. You can talk about anything.
Okay. So here's my thing. Like, I listen to your show, and the only thing that I hear you pitching is this mental health thing, which, by the way, sounds good on some days, and I think I really do need a friend, so I'm going to go contact those folks. But here in the U.S.,
yes,
people like Larry King all have some stupid product that they're pitching.
Yeah.
And one of the things I do in my other life is I own an ad agency. So why, in God's name, doesn't Iain have a product that can be his product that he actually makes money on, that he harangues people to buy on the air? But we could maybe make it something that everybody else in the UK isn't selling.
Well, we have my excellent range of T-shirts that are available at balconyshirts.co.uk. Sorry?
Christ's sake. That's what you're going to make money on? Come on, Iain.
Hey, listen, here's the thing, dude.
You can make more money than that.
In this country, we're not all breadheads. I'm making plenty of money doing this. I'm making more than enough money doing this radio show. I'm the product.
I just thought it would be fun for you to hawk your own product.
I'm the product.
T-shirts.
I did bring out a range of cock rings a few years ago, and they really didn't go down very well.
Now we're talking.
It really didn't.
Now we're talking.
It didn't take off as well as I was hoping it would, unfortunately.
You're still not going to let me tell my stork joke, huh?
No. Because we never bought the stork thing. Doesn't mean anything over here. We get it. That's where babies come from, is the stork. But we
also, we don't really like jokes on this programme. They're always crap.
God, no.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys are so negative and argumentative tonight, and we still can't figure out a product for you to sell besides T-shirts? Come on.
Here's the thing, you see. You have been swamped by the more the me culture of the United States of America, which we used to own, by the way, and we may take back any time we want it. But
you know what? I think you should. I really think you should.
We're going to wait until you burn it to the ground, and then we're going to come and get it and rescue it. But
that's soon.
Over here, we're a little bit more spiritually aware than you guys.
Are you really going to do that? You can, but I really don't think that, from what I listen to on your show, that there's huge examples of spiritual giants calling into your show. But maybe if Donald Trump is who we have as our example,
very
then
few
a
of my
monkey
callers are rude to
your
my
evolutionary
co-presenter.
scale is superior.
Yeah. Well.
Okay. So I do get it. Consumerism and I am just so. I just thought it would be fun.
We are a very spiritual show with spiritual listeners, and those that haven't quite got the spiritual message yet, just by listening to this show, are absorbing bits of it. And I just think, as an American, that perhaps you struggle to reach the depths of spirituality that I have achieved.
Wow, I almost can smell something listening. I mean, is it Catherine, your producer? Is she buying any of this? Is she? You know who she looks like? She looks like the general guy as he's burying his head listening to Donald Trump say what he's saying. Is she buying any of that?
Why don't you ask her?
I don't look anything like the general guy who's burying his head. I absolutely stand by my colleague's comments. I think he's bang on.
Wow. Now you're really scaring me. Now you're starting to sound like all the yes people under Donald Trump. You think that everybody...
Why are you talking about Donald Trump?
The show is...
Why are you so obsessed with Donald Trump?
Right, but you're sort of fawning over Iain. Yes, I know he won his award, but he's saying that...
Can I just say, let me just say, because I kept quiet last time, and then there was something a minute ago, and then there was something else. I cannot allow these slight derogatory digs at Catherine to become a running gag. I can't allow it. I've let a couple go by.
I was asking her the question, though. I'm actually not putting her down. I'm just asking why she's letting me get away.
Then you're highlighting my point about spirituality, because in the previous phone call, you did it, and in this phone call, you've done it at least twice. You have been derogatory to not only my co-presenter, not only my producer, but also one of my best friends. And I'm just saying that maybe you should... I would like you to be aware that I find that inappropriate.
If I have been derogatory, I will be the example for the U.S. person. I am terribly sorry, and not only am I sorry, but I will make an amends, meaning I will change the behavior regarding any references to Catherine, and I will be willing to sign an agreement.
Okay, just don't assume stuff about me and don't speak for me. That's all I'm asking.
Right. Well, I was trying to ask you directly if you actually you're buying what Iain's saying about this. Okay. I don't agree with it.
Okay.
I think that people are either spiritual or not. I don't think it's limited to the UK or the US. I think we have plenty of oafs who obviously have elected Donald Trump into office. And I don't think that selling a product on a radio show is necessarily consumerism or necessarily indicative of being non-spiritual. Those are my only points at this point in the radio show. So I actually love your show. I don't consider it spiritual, but I think it's fantastic because it's different than... It doesn't sound like anything else I listen to in the UK, and I listen to a lot of UK talk, and it's rubbish compared to this.
Thanks very much for your call. 03444991000. Did we do that quarter past break? No, we didn't. Let's do it now.
The wild man of late night radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
03444991000 is the phone number. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio with Time to Change. Good evening, Paul.
Hey, Iain, all right?
Good, thank you, mate. What you got for us?
A bit of a confession first.
Sorry, are you on speaker or something?
No, and I've got my radio down. I can hear that.
You sound very muffled, but we'll see if we can work with it. Go on.
Okay, see what we can do. I've got a bit of a confession. I've been listening to a rival station for the last 6 months, and I've got bored with Brexit.
What the hell? You've been listening to LBC? Why would you do that, man? Those guys are miserable.
Because I don't like Brexit, and it just winds me up. But I've not come on to talk.
You don't like what? I can't hear what you're saying, man. This is a terrible line.
I said.
Who's that in the background?
Sorry, it's my dog.
Your dog was laughing?
No, she was barking.
Oh.
So, so Brexit, I've got bored with that now.
Good.
So
well, everyone does. Here's the two things I know about life. As you get older, everybody admits they like the monkeys, and everybody gets bored of LBC. Those are just two simple facts.
That's a point. A friend of mine plays in the band sometimes with Mickey DeLenz.
Sorry?
That's just... you know Mickey DeLenz?
Yes.
A friend of mine plays in the band with him.
What?
Cabin Club in Liverpool.
Oh, I was there. I was there. I filmed it on my little camera. I was there. I saw it.
Oh, right, yeah, he's a keyboard player.
Yeah, I saw that. It was a good gig, that. Played with him twice, but that's fine. Yes, good. It was a good gig. Yeah. I enjoyed that.
But I came on to ask you two questions.
Yes.
One is, Eric Van Daniken is the man. He is the man.
I've just ordered Chariot of the Gods again. I read it when I was 15. I'm going to read it when I'm 44.
Do you watch Ancient Aliens or not?
Do what?
You know Ancient Aliens on History Channel?
No, it's History Channel, so it must be true. No, I don't watch that. I don't watch that rubbish.
Okay. Well, Van Daniken's on there quite a lot.
Oh, in that case, I love it.
Well, there you go. And the other question is, are you getting Xbox Scorpio?
Xbox Scorpio?
Yes.
What's that?
That's the new Xbox that's coming out on 7th of November.
Well, hang on, what does it do that my Xbox One doesn't do?
Okay, it's native in 4K, and I just spent like £2,500 from the TV.
Oh, I'm not into all that. I don't buy into that 4K stuff.
No. It's not just that, it's the frame rate as well. The graphics are super smooth and better, much better.
Do you know what? I'm happy enough with my Xbox One. I just don't think that the increase is going to necessarily be worth it.
It will. I can't really afford £2,500 for TV, but I've gone for it.
Well, I mean, as long as you're happy.
Yeah, I hope so. I'll let you know.
Welcome to the light side. Good evening, Kyle.
Evening, boss. You all right?
Good, thank you very much.
Listen to the heated debate tonight, yes. And I'm torn between two philosophers, if I use that word.
Yes.
Right. So on one hand, you've got Stonehenge. How did that get built?
Stonehenge, where the banshees dwell, where the heavens dwell, and they do live well. Stonehenge.
You're right, having an episode.
I'm singing Stonehenge by Spinal Tap.
You sound like Mick Jagger then.
Stonehenge, where the banshees... What are the lyrics? Hang on a minute. I wonder if I've got it on the old computing turn. Have I got Spinal Tap? Hang on. Because I want to find out what the lyrics are to Stonehenge. Here we go. This is a great song. Hang on. Listen to this. Do you know this song, Kath? This is It's all bass guitar and drums. All playing bass. Do you know this song, Kyle?
I only saw it recently. Yes, I do now, yeah.
Here we go. So it's three bass. Here we go. No bass here. Here it goes. Here comes the first bass. There's the second bass. There's the third bass.
Weren't they wearing cloaks?
No, not for this. This isn't Stonehenge. There we go, hang on.
The bigger the cushion, the
sweeter the push.
That's what I said.
Here we go.
The looser the waistband,
the deeper the quicksand, or so I have read. My baby fits me like a flesh tuxedo. I'm gonna sink her with my pink torpedo. Big bottom, talk about bum cakes, my girl's got 'em. Right. Now, the thing is, right, so that's a joke song, right?
Oh, God.
That's a joke song, right, by a joke band, right? Then you listen to this song by Kiss, right? So that was a joke, spoof song. This is a real song. I really love you, baby. I love what you got. Let's get together, we can get hot. No, wait for it. No time tomorrows, baby. Time is today. Girl, I can make you feel okay.
Just okay.
No way to hide it, baby. No place to run. You pull the trigger of love gun.
Oh, give over, you daft sod.
That's Love Gun by Kiss from the album Love Gun.
Oh, my.
But no.
It means his penis, doesn't it?
He does mean his penis.
It's got a trigger on it. He needs to see a doctor.
But okay. So this is here we go. So good. Stonehenge.
In ancient times, hundreds of years before the dawn of history, lived a strange race of people, the Druids.
Bit offensive, that.
No one knows who they were or what they were doing.
Snot came out my nose then.
Their legacy remains hewn into the living rock of Stonehenge.
Stonehenge. Stonehenge!
Stonehenge, where the demons dwell, where the banshees live.
And they do live well. Stonehenge.
Where a man is a man and the children dance to the pipes of Pan.
Children dance to the pipes of Pan.
Sorry, Kyle, I'm on a bit of a tip. Hang on. This is great. Working on a sex farm.
What?
Trying to raise some hard love. Getting out my pitchfork. Poking your head.
It means his penis.
Scratching in your head house. Sniffing at your feedback.
What? Sniffing at your feedback?
Slipping out your back door.
Oh.
Sex farm woman!
I'm gonna mow you down.
Very dirty.
This is the best one, I think. It's called Tonight I'm Gonna Rock You Tonight.
What could he mean? What on earth could he mean?
Great lyrics. Little girl, it's a great big world, but there's only one of me. You can't touch 'cause I cost too much, but tonight I'm gonna rock you. There's a line coming up that is typical of 70s rock, okay? You're sweet, but you're just 4 feet and you still got your baby teeth. You're too young and I'm too well hung. Now,
Whoa. All of this is sending off some real red flags.
can I play you one of their songs that's genuinely delicious? Listen to this is from the scene from Spinal Tap where goes, "Where are they now?" And it's a song from when they're 60s carnation. Listen to this. This is wonderful, right? Isn't this great, huh? Steady on,
you're
Carl.
right, Carl.
Steady on, Carl. Here we go.
That's the water.
Cups and cakes.
Cups and cakes. Oh, what nice things Mother makes.
Gotta take tea, won't you take it with me?
What a gay time it will be.
Cups and cakes, cups and cakes. Please make sure that nothing breaks. The china's so dear and the treacle so clear, and I'm glad that you are here. Milk and sugar, bread and jam.
Yes, please, sir, and thank you, ma'am. Isn't it great? Listen to this bit. That's wonderful.
Cups and cakes.
Little laugh.
I'm so full, my tummy aches. How sad it must end, but I'm glad I'd a friend sharing cups and cakes with me, and cakes with me.
Isn't it amazing? Great song. Carl, we'll come to you after this.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
Unfiltered Night Talk with the original king of unconventional conversation on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Go on, Carl.
Well, I was going to say, apologies for that cough. I moved the phone away and coughed into my arm, and I'm amazed you heard it. I'm so sorry,
mate. We heard every little bit of it, and
sorry,
we heard it, dude.
I apologise.
Okay.
So no, I was going to say I'm torn between the two things, because Stonehenge, which led to that, which was brilliant.
Yep.
And then the pyramids. How did they get built? I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Well,
if we were, the thing is that was built with alien technology.
Well, this is what I'm thinking. But I went to, and do you know what? I always do this, and it's really rude of me. Not like the other guy, the American guy, Catherine. I'm sorry, but I always instinctively go to you for fact checking more than Ian.
Oh no, you do. It's because you know knowledge.
Well, yeah. So I went, and because I was going to say, you'll correct me on the pronunciation.
Go on.
When I was in Mexico, Chichen Itza?
Isn't it? What's it called?
No, I thought Chichen Itza.
Pleased to meet you.
Something like that. You know, one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Chichen Itza.
That's the one. That's the one. I like that one.
Go on.
Yeah, and they did that thing where they had all the pyramids, but they lined all the. They could tell like I don't know, moon cycles and eclipses and everything, couldn't they? By the lights lining up, and it formed the body of a snake.
I'm going to be honest. While Carl's talking to you, I'm just checking my passwords.
And I've never been to Mexico, but I know that they did mystical stuff.
Quetzalcoatl.
Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah, it's the sun god, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know all that.
Big fella.
Yep.
But that's quite clever, isn't it? Because to have the Mayans to have that technology or to work stuff out like that,
yeah,
you think that's probably alien technology.
It's alien technology, dude.
They were also very interesting people in that they had lots of gold, but that's not what they counted as riches.
No.
Which, of course, they were famously robbed as. No, they thought having lots of children and having plenty to eat was riches enough. So when the Spaniards came over and said, "Oh, we'll take that off your hands," they were like, "Yeah, fine, we don't need this."
But what about, there was one of the temples that I went to see, and like I said, I'm so blessed that I got to see it, so blessed. So, but one of the buildings was like covered, it's soaked in blood, wasn't it, from the old days?
Mm.
Just a remarkable place. Anyway, I've got that in one hand, so I'm thinking, right, Ian's right. You're right, Ian, about the alien technology.
Yes.
But then you said monkeys don't evolve anymore, and I was thinking what about them lads who move the pianos in the PG Tips advert?
Hello?
Well, there were them.
Oh, was that you dropping? Was that you dropping the mic? Then?
Yeah, it was. It was him dropping the mic. Now he's had to pick it up again. Embarrassed. You know you'll spoil him doing that, banging the mics on the floor like that.
well, that was all I had for you. Sorry, Ian.
It was a lovely little run up.
Well, that was the only thing I could think of.
I did the line about the monkeys.
Say again.
Yeah. Thanks for calling, Carl. Good evening, Dominic.
Hello.
What is wrong with your phone? Because there's a delay. I don't matter.
You say I don't hear you say Dom. I just heard it fade off for a while.
I said. Well, I'll put you through, and then I said, "Good evening, Dominic."
I didn't hear any of that. All I heard was.
Well, you're here now. Come on, what's up?
What's up? I sent you a tweet. If you're playing all this 70s cock rock,
yeah,
bit of Steel Panther.
I'm not playing Steel
Panther.
Panther.
The radio version.
I'm not playing Steel Panther, for crying out loud. What do you think I am? What do you think I am? Some kind of you think I'm some newbie? It's like sending me a tweet saying or a text from what's a rude name like Herbie Balls? No, it's not rude. Jenny Taylor.
Harry Balls.
Harry Balls. Is that Harry Balls? Because it sounds like Hairy Balls. I'm not stupid.
Right.
And what's there's a
Jenny Taylor.
Well, I know someone called Jenny Taylor.
I do as well.
No, the
Winkle.
Connie Lingus.
Okay.
No, what's the bit? There's an obvious more gonads.
Lickmen.
What?
Yeah, there was a girl I was at university with called Lickmen.
Did she?
No.
Well, such a waste.
But her pinboard was always full.
Such a waste. Ding, 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 such a waste. Boom, boom, ding, ding.
Anyway, go on.
Yes.
Which Peruvian game show is that from?
That is Ian Jury, isn't it?
No, you're thinking of Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll.
Such a waste. Boom.
Anyway, you were going on a stream of consciousness then, saying it was like getting a text from.
Oh yeah.
Hairy Balls.
Who was?
You.
I wasn't.
Was that the end of that?
I dropped my mic. Boom.
Oh right, okay. Can we stop dropping the mic?
We won an award for this, and I just think we should quit now because we are never going to reach those giddy heights again.
I'm thinking you won for breakfast. You won for non-breakfast. I think we've won radio.
Yeah, I think we might.
We should stop now and let everyone else have a turn.
Is it like a playoff where you have to fight with like whoever won speech breakfast?
Well, who was it?
Who was it?
I don't know. Thanks for calling, Dom. Can you do this with? But because I feel very tired all the time. Can you do this with passion? Do it with passion. Do it with passion and vim and vigour that befits such a mighty sponsor.
Let me do it then. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio with Time to Change. 1 in 4 of us will fight a mental health problem this year. Having a mate in your corner can make all the difference.
Do it enthusiastically.
Can you not?
But with enthusiasm. I'm a professional.
I know, but if you want me to do it, let me do it.
I could do it in my Lol's voice.
No.
Okay, well then
sarcastic
do it.
voice.
It's not sarcastic.
It is a bit sarcastic.
No, it's not. I wouldn't.
All right, do it then. You tell me the difference because it sounds sarcastic to me.
This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio with Time to Change. 1 in 4 of us will fight a mental health problem this year. Having a mate in your corner can make all the difference. Such Time to Change. It doesn't sound appropriate, does it?
No, it doesn't. It sounds like you're having too much of a good time.
Okay,
it doesn't sound sincere.
All right, do it straight.
Do the sincere voice.
Do it sincere, do it straight, yes.
This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio with Time to Change. Shush! I'm being sincere. Don't hum. Don't hum. Come on, I don't hum when you're talking.
Okay, go. Do it, come on.
1 in 4 of us will fight a mental health problem this year. Having a mate in your corner can make all the difference. Don't smoke your pen.
Jesus.
Search Time to Change to find out more.
That's terrible.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio with Time to Change. We're not going to have a lock-in tonight. I don't foresee us having a lock-in this week.
We're too tired.
Too tired. It's a busy old week. It is a busy old week. That much I do know. I'm booking a week off to write the book. That's going to happen maybe in November, I think. So I don't want to do it too near to Christmas, because then it becomes a Christmas thing. I don't fancy that. But I think that is going to happen. I think that's the plan. Yes. 0344 499 1000. I'm wondering where to go. I know where to go. So we've destroyed evolution.
Yeah, well,
doesn't exist.
You've actually rocked my belief in something that I thought was solid.
I know, it's good, isn't it? That's what we're here for, guys.
I don't believe in the alien thing. I can't.
Why?
I just can't. It's
but why?
silly.
Well, no, hang on a minute.
It's silly.
Us being on a dying planet 1 million years ago and having the technology to fire some people here is sillier. Hang on, is sillier than a fish becoming a frog, becoming a monkey, becoming a man? That's sillier, is it? Honestly, is it?
You would think we would be cleverer. Why didn't we save any of the information?
Well, it was 1 million years ago. Wars. We've had wars.
Yeah, we had the technology to come here. Why didn't we save any?
It was the last of our technology. We crashed onto this planet, and it became obsolete. Wars, famine, natural things coping with this planet.
So we're intergalactic refugees, but no one thought to write anything down.
No, but I've told you this before. It is like... it's like someone gives you a floppy disk now. First of all, you gave a floppy disk to a kid, they go, well, what is that? All right, we know what a floppy disk is. I couldn't access a floppy disk.
People still write things down. It's not all on floppy disks.
No, but it's not all on floppy disks. What I'm saying is that technology over 1 million years... and talk about wars and famines and floods and natural disasters. But if someone gave you a floppy disk and said, right, this is all the information of the human race is on this disk, you wouldn't have a clue how to access it. And don't say, I'll go and find someone's got a smart, cute answer. But in reality...
Hang on, you've not let me say it.
No, because I know what you're going to say. Oh, find someone on eBay. But it's useless. A floppy disk now... It's redundant.
You're just saying a lot of words, but none of this is destroying my argument.
No, it is.
No.
A floppy disk now...
They would write down with a pencil. We learned to write again, didn't we?
No, but we don't do it now. We record everything. We film everything on phones, right? In 10 years' time, you're not going to be able to access those pictures on your phone. You've got old phones that are broken, are dead, are in the drawer or in the bin, and they've got pictures on, they've got contact numbers on, they've got details. You can't access them.
I saved what was important.
I don't even know, well, what you thought was important.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So we saved nothing at all? I think that sounds like bullshine.
Yeah, but you're just thinking. But you're thinking.
Open your mind, Ian.
No,
it's
this
possible.
is the problem, Catherine, and this is the problem. This is the problem, and I've discovered with you a lot, is that you think in very narrow bands. Okay, you can't see the bigger picture. You can just see what's in front of you.
Right.
Now, when I'm saying what's in front of you, I'm talking
Massive plum.
No, I'm talking for about maybe 100 years behind and 100 years in front. Okay, so it's a span of 200 years. Okay, it's like if you went back in time to the Edwardians and showed them a television, it'd blow them bloody minds. It'd be like, what
I wouldn't be able to plug it in, would I?
What is this? What is this? I do not understand. What is this device? These dancing pictures? Are they inside the box? What is going on? Please.
Wouldn't work because I'm on cable now.
No, I know. You're being a dick now. Now you're being a dick. You're actually being stupid. So we're going to move on from that.
I destroyed you.
No, you didn't destroy me, mate. You were just being facetious and rude. Right, so we'll move on from that. So here we go. Look at this. Oh, wait, there are two stories about... here we go. Swingers attending orgies at a sex club are laughing all the way to the bonk. It could have been worse. It could have been what?
Yeah.
With big discounts at 2 major hotel chains.
Oh.
Bosses at Extasia in West Bromwich have persuaded the local Premier Inn, maybe I'll have some beans, and park-in hotels to drop their prices. The Premier Inn usually charges £79 for a Saturday night, but Extasia members can get a room for £69. No, they can't. For £55. And they can get a £73 room at the Park Inn for just £42. Members must flash their Ecstasia credentials to take advantage of the discounts. Swingers are warned to wear appropriate dress in public places. That is what they are advised to do. A spokesman for Premier Inn said last night, "We will investigate." Oh, for goodness sake, investigate. Let me get on with it. No one ever pays the price that a hotel asks for. If you
go through different websites.
You go through websites. Also, you can phone up and say, "What's your best deal?"
Yeah.
Come on. What's your best deal? We're going to do a group booking. Where's your best deal? That's what it's all about.
But if you're going to swing Premier Inn, really, it's not very classy, is it?
Well, swingers are not very classy people.
Oh.
They're the lowest of the low, as far as I'm concerned. And then there's another story. Look, it's a pervert's paradise today. What a waste. What a waste. Doggers go indoors to beat the freeze. Hot romps for swingers.
Hot romps.
Doggers who want to stay warm in winter have created their own indoor car park with fake trees and rocking vehicles. Here we go. Swingers Club Ecstasia...
Them again. They must have put out
has
a press
built
release.
the dogging zone to beat the chills as they seek their thrills. The Ecstasia website says, "Our dogging wood brings together the art of searching out couples, hiding from view, joining in when requested, and the randomness of not knowing when others will be there. Even the cars vibrate to the music."
Oh, God.
The club in West Bromwich charges £40 per head.
As well they might.
Can I play you another song? This is the Spinal Tap people, but this is their version of... this is when they were doing a folk group. We may not get time to play it all, actually. Oh, yes, we will. Here we go. If I start it now, you'll get the song now. Listen to this. This is them doing a Rolling Stone song. Listen to this. This is great.
If you start me up, if you start me up, I'll never stop. If you start me up, if you start me up, I'll never stop. I've been running hard, you got me ticking, gonna blow my top. If you start me up, if you start me up, I'll never stop. You make a grown man cry. You make a grown man cry. You make a grown man cry.
Let out the oil, the gasoline. I walk smooth. She's a mean machine.
This is great. Listen, this is great. There's a twist.
Start it up. Kick on the starter, give it all you got. I can't compete with the riders in the other heat. If you rough it up, if you like it, you can slide it up. Slide it up. You make a grown man cry. Don't make a grown man cry. Don't make a grown man cry.
My eyes dilate, my lips go green, my hands are greasy. She's a mean machine.
And they're playing all the music. They're good musicians. Here comes a twist.
If you start me up, baby, start me up, I'll never stop. If you start me up, baby, start me up, I'll never stop. I've been running hard, you got me ticking, gonna blow my top. If you start me up, baby, start me up, I'll never stop. You make a dead man come. 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 You make a dead man.
It goes on.
And so on. Bloody hell.
You've been listening to the Late Night Alternative with me, Iain Lee, and her Catherine Boyle on Talk Radio with Time to Change. 1 in 4 of us will fight a mental health problem this year. Having a mate in your corner can make all the difference. Search Time to Change to find out more. Back tonight at 10. Ta-ta!